Okay, let's continue. So yesterday, I was playing off stream, playing Mercenary for like 5th time ever on Monsoon. Or just in general, I never play Mercenary. Managed to get all the way to stage 8 on Monsoon and beat the boss fight. And then instead of hitting the portal to obliterate, I accidentally hit the teleporter and then died on stage 9. So, you know. Which is really sad, because I had a really good run going. And I would have done it. So now, we just gotta try to do it again. And somehow do it again, and again, and again. I don't know how many more tries it'll take me. I should really keep track of that. So far I like Mercenary. Once you kind of figure out his loop, so to speak, and how to what items make him good. And also remember to be just spamming his dashes as much as you can. Nope. My bad. Ow. My bad. But yeah, I was fairly frustrated with that. So then I went and streamed Zelda for 8 hours and finished that game up, which, you know. Oh, 1 second. I need to minimize something in my other window. You know. Glad I finished that game finally. I should look and see how long that playthrough actually took me. Because when I looked up how long it was supposed to take, it was around 40 hours. But I know that a couple hours into the stream yesterday, I was only around like 32, 33. So, like, at most, it took me shy of 40 regardless. And at most, maybe like 38? I don't feel like I zoomed through it. I definitely didn't go out of my way to get that many collectibles or upgrades or anything. But, I don't know. I actually don't know how long that playthrough took. But, not bad for a first ever Zelda. I talked about it a little bit yesterday on stream, kind of my feelings about it. Just, I like the dungeon design overall. I just wish the game, at times, like, recognized that players may not be thinking like the game wants them to think. It needs to be a little bit more direct, because, like, the final boss fight has, like, a super vague and obtuse hint as to how to fight Ganon, which honestly hurts more than it helps, because it's like, what the hell does that even mean? And then you start like trying weird, wacky shit. And then also there's just a couple other little areas in the game where it's like, yes, I understand that you envisioned your player base as being in a particular mindset, possibly while playing this game, but the fact is that maybe they're not. And like, the game as a whole is really good about, like, okay, you've now unlocked like you now unlock the metal boots. Now you have to think with the metal boots, basically, for the rest of this dungeon, and possibly the rest of the game. The game's really good about that. It conveys that extremely well throughout, at least in my opinion. There's only like maybe a couple instances where it doesn't. But the game is wow, the game, no, that's not a great item for anyone. I don't think I fully understand how this item is supposed to work. But the game also has parts where it wants you to do very, very odd and random things to progress, or you have to, and that's where it's just like, well, maybe not. Like, towards the end where it wants you to shoot portraits off the wall, and I'm like, I don't think there's any precedent for me having to, like, reveal information this way. It's just very weird to throw this in here and, like, not even, like, you can't even have a line or, like, something somewhere being like, yeah, you know, Hyrule Castle has lots of, like, hidden secrets or something like that. Like, in the walls, something just to, like, kind of set up possibly having to, you know, go in and really dig through by you. And all that. It doesn't have to, but at the same time, like, I had to look up, like, what the hell am I supposed to do? Because I went in this room, killed enemies, and nothing happened. and it's just like, well, there's other parts of the dungeon I need to explore, so maybe I have to do something there for the enemies to, for this room to unlock. No, that didn't solve anything. Okay, so is it in here? Is it another part of the dungeon? Or this is kind of the downside of Mercenaries. You get really bogged down in these fights. I mean, that's true, I guess, for everyone, but with him, you're like physically having to pull yourself back. You can't run away as much. So, and that jumping is not helping. Alright. Any other items around here? Got like 2 Shrines of Chance, which are not really blessed about. Oh, yes, I made it. Hawkins. But, all that aside, I did like the game. It was a fun game. I don't think it's a bad game, I just think it has its moments where the game assumes a lot of, basically assumes a mindset on the part of the player, not necessarily knowledge even, and that's kind of something you probably shouldn't assume unless you're like, I don't know, 20 hours into an RTS or something. But either way, the game was good. Did not put me off Zelda games or anything like that, for sure. So we'll have to figure out what we actually want to stream next, which I have a few ideas I mentioned yesterday. One of them is I want to play the Sly Cooper games, at least the first one, because I never played those as a kid. I was around them as a kid, like saw them at Walmart type thing. I was like, oh, those look fun. This shrine hates me. This shrine really hates me. What the hell? Never played them though. I've been here way too long, I just realized. This shrine also hates me. Okay, this shrine hates me less. Oh, this shrine hates me. Alright, I've been here way too long. Oh, I didn't hit that, did I? I don't have the money for that. Hit! It's not getting off to a stellar start. Why am I fighting you? Wrong dash. Really, like one thing I figured out with Mercenaries, if you can save your, you know, this for sticky situations, you're invincible for that. So like, just like see if you can save it, which I'm really bad about, not saving it. But yeah, see if you can save it, and then you can get out of stuff. It's a good item. That's actually really hoping for the boss item. The tank Neural is just so good to have, especially early in runs where you're not having that much exposure to that many different items. Hey, there's an equipment. Ooh, another equipment. Ooh, I'll take that actually. Technically the backpack's probably better, but this is so useful for just, you know, looking at someone and deciding they don't need to exist anymore. Or just an additional boost of damage when you're fighting a boss. Little gunner turret stayed alive. Okay, let's smack this thing. Nope. Nope. And fuck you. Man, those Shrines of Chance hate it. We spent way too long on that first level. We need to be out of here 3 minutes ago. But yeah, so I wanna play through the Sly Cooper games. I don't know if I do that next. I know the first one's really short, so I might just like devote a day that I know I can stream for like a long time and just play all through the entire first one in one day. I also want to play the Resistance games, at least the first one again, because I've never played them. The Resistance Fall of Man, that whole thing. Which on the PS3, because it was a situation where like PS3 was coming out, you know, middle school aged me really wanted to play that game among other PS3 games, but I could not afford a PS3, so ended up never playing it, because by the time I could afford a PS3, it was years later, there were plenty of other games I was playing or wanted to play, and it was very much on a back burner. So I would like to actually like go play it. So if I figure streaming it, man, my jumping is just getting massacred today. This might, copying these two together might be a good thing. Might be a good thing. But yeah, so we'll have to see what I feel like playing next. Whatever I play next, I'll probably start next stream. Today I was just like, do not feel like starting anything new or thinking. I streamed for 8 hours yesterday and was up extremely late. My brain is not totally there. But I did want to stream today, so wanted to keep playing. Why did I feed into that? Oh well. Yeah, give me a not great item, but why did I feed into that? Yeah, it's because I knew the fireworks would go off and finish off my enemies. Jump. I got the other the variation of this stage again the other day where it's literally only these guys, which can be a bit tedious. Thanks for killing yourself, but for that exact reason. Killing them is challenging. I think I was playing as Artificer when that happened, which I did obliterate as Artificer. So I really only have 4 left now. Just technically should only have 3 left. So I have Mercenary, Loader, Acrid, and then Captain, who I don't even have unlocked. I need to beat the game, actually. I just need to either really figure out who I want to try to do it on Monsoon with again, or just bite the bullet, do it on medium. Just looking to unlock Captain. And this weird mental block in my head that I shouldn't beat the game on anything other than Monsoon. At this point, it's effectively locking me out of content. I'm also not really focusing on beating the game on Monsoon. I've been focusing on obliterating. I don't know why. I just found out, killed him. Nice. I don't know why I got so hung up on obliterating as everyone. It's not great. It's not bad either. I have a skull. That's very important because getting status effects on these guys as you're fighting them as a melee character is very important because you need to be able to burst people down. I am streaming again Friday. I never stop. This is my life now. I can't stop. Friday was here towards the end of it. I did beat the game last night, Friday. You missed me mauling over the final fight, unless you were still awake somehow. Because the first part of the final fight is super vague as to what it wants you to do. It's like, do something to Ganon's eyes. And you're like, what to his eyes? And it's like, no, just do something. And you can't, like, you have to shoot his eyes. Or not even shoot his eyes, you shoot the front of his face. But the game is bad at it. Yeah, the pig fight. Pig fight, not the sword. Sword fight actually went really well. I liked that a lot. I was like, I wish more of the combat was like this, because it was, like, pretty well balanced, I felt like. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Teleportation, bliss. Oh, I'm still alive, thank God. What? He's gonna burst again, probably. Sooner rather than later. Yep. Oh, I should have timed that better. I'm dead. Oh well. I died to the pig fight once, mainly because I finally gave up on trying to figure out what it was, and I alt-tabbed without pausing to look it up. Because I was like, I'm so confused, this makes no sense. And I was also just tired. I'd been streaming for like 8 hours at that point, or 7 hours at that point. But once I figured it out, it wasn't bad. And then it's like, okay, now transform into a wolf. And I'm like, well, that's what I did first, because as a wolf you could actually lock onto him, which you couldn't as a as regular Link. I think the wolf being able to lock on was just an oversight they had. Yeah. But yeah, once I got through the pig stage, like the other fight was actually really fun and easy. Though that game does kind of go on a little long in that final fight. I was like, I don't dislike this game, but is it over? It's like, we went through this kind of like long cutscene, and now we're fighting again? I'm a bit confused, but... Good old Pig Ganon, though. But yeah, beat it. Die to these guys. What the hell? Stop. Alright, let's go find some items. But overall, a Zelda game out of a Zelda game. I have no sense of rating games. I feel like that's not a good idea. Fun time. I should look up and see, I was saying earlier, I should look up and see how long. You can always go home, Pog. Wait, do you mean home like Germany home or home from work home? I imagine home from work. I think you going back to Germany would be news that I would hear about. I do no damage. How dare you shoot me? Home from work. Okay. Ugh. Well, I want to thank you for watching my stream for so long last night. I value my my AFK viewership, or away from consciousness viewership, however you want to put it. Dude, give me an item, please. Beetles. This is not a good fight to be in. They'll just pepper me with shots while I'm trying to kill the beetles. All these not items, but all these enemies I need to kill. Where are the items? There's one. I found an item. And it's not even good. I mean, it's good in select situations. It's totally. Oh yeah. Home from work. You were totally awake. Yeah, you didn't come into the stream and say you're streaming again, and I'm like, no, I've been streaming this whole time. I don't know if you remember that or not. Still here. I'm gonna die. There's like no items on this stage, or I'm just incapable of finding them. Seriously though, the hell? Look at all these guys. Alright, this should be kind of fun. Didn't work out quite how I wanted to. Now we got some time. Let's look around, see what we can find. Yeah, but you literally asked if I was streaming again. And I'm like, no, I've been here. I thought that too. Like, can't Friday see my uptime? You know how long I've been around. I did end up going for just like literally 8 hours and 1 minute last night or something. That's how long that stream went on. I think you left around the 7 hour, a little bit after 7 hours. There's a Shrine of Chance. I guess I'm just gonna go over there and put all my hopes and dreams into it. Get that. Yeah, that would have been about right. Memes not welcome here. Memes are always welcome. I'm just bad at detecting sarcasm. So. It's like Flyer yesterday was being sarcastic. I'm like, wait, no, what? I'm like, no, that was a joke. Alright, the shrine does not hate me. Yeah, 720 would be about right, because the final fight really didn't take that long, even with me having no idea what to do for the first part of it. It was, you know, uh-oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. Dying actually might be a mercy the game could offer at this point. Giving me 3 items on the first stage and none of them terrifically great is really brutal. But I've had, like, similarly worse starts before that went on to become something. Okay, Beetle Queen. Ah, dead. Okay. That's fine. That sucked. Oh, I didn't spawn many items. I guess just RNG. Just RNG. Alright, I hope you've had a good day today, Friday. Hopefully you've had a good day. I'm gonna just slash you by any chance, could I? Yeah. Too much work. I have to figure out what game I want to stream next. Do you have any suggestions or anything you want me to stream? If it's a boat game, I'm probably gonna say no. Oh yeah, I should put my sub-goal bar on the other overlays that I have. Well, I messed that up. That's fine, I guess. This is fine. I prefer good items game. Jilky Chrysalis is almost as close to useless as we get. These guys must have both got melee hits on me. It's scary. I mean, it's still scary. I can still just die. Daster wants me to stream Advance Wars. I don't know if my stream brain is capable of playing a strategy game on stream. So I don't know how that would go. Well, at least I'll heal up while I'm running around looking for stuff to buy. Back here, you asshole. And also, if I streamed Advance Wars, Daster would come in here and tell me how I'm doing it wrong, so that would be sad. I respect Daster's opinion, but at the same time, I would have to learn the game myself. But Crowbar's useful at least. I almost said it's useless. It's not useless. I'm trying to think of a character Crowbar's actually bad on. I don't think that's a thing. Fine, I'll go up here. Why'd you take the good item first? I was gonna just go once if it only took the cautious slug. No! Damn you! I thought that would work. Alright. Wasting some time. It's not bad. Let's see what's over here. Could use like a healing drone or something. Not bad. But yeah, I gotta figure out what I want to play next. Do a... Or... Yeah, but I feel like streaming next. Because I definitely do play games, but not on stream. It's not every game would be fun to stream. No. Also, like, not every game that I stream, I necessarily would play on my own either. Like, I don't know if I would have ever got around to playing that Zelda game by myself. It's like a game I know I should play. That's really good. Possibly should play, or at least I should give a chance. But actually streaming it is gives me some more motivation, and also like finishing it as a result of that. That's one of the most, for me, that's one of the most useful things about streaming. Is it gives me motivation to finish games. There's my third stash, really. I realized third dash. Did not realize. Come on. Die, Beetle Queen. See, the problem here, at least how I like to play the game, is I don't have anything that, like, killing an enemy is chaining a dot to someone else. Interesting. Regain a little bit of health that way by 1 HP per hit. Alright, well, this could be something. This is not a bad start at all, item-wise. Like, Focus Crystal's great. Crowbars are good. Like, crowbars are good, so that evidences. So, yeah, doing okay. Get out of here. I'd like to go to the bazaar and open up the, you know, sell bits, do all that. That's what I did on the run yesterday. That went really far. And that thing, that tried to fuck me. So already give me all flying enemies. Just like, game clearly hates me. Ooh, just like anime. Alright, do you know what I want there? Come here. Easy dead. Easy dead. Did not get a ton of money from those guys, actually. That's kind of weird. Thought I'd get more. I do kind of like having one fireworks a lot of the time, just so I can, you know, have stuff shoot off every time I open something. It's like a nice little reinforcement, positive reinforcement bit as I'm opening items. Positive reinforcement bit. Alright, we want the teddy bear, so we are slightly more invisible. Oh yeah, I think the run yesterday that went to stage 8, part of the reason it probably went so far is I think I had like 8 tougher times or something. I had some insane stacks in that game. And also some like not getting any of this. I think I got my first and only sticky bomb on like stage 7. But yeah, I was insanely stacked on tougher times. And a couple other things that just really pushed me up to where I just flat out wouldn't take damage sometime. So... And I just died immediately on stage 9 because literally, like, the landscape was just wandering vagrants, plus some other random enemies. And I went to fight the first one, and another one came into the fight, and that was that. I couldn't get away. So at that point, I was like, well, I guess I have to go fight Mithrix now, which is going to be an interesting fight, or I have to try to, I think, loop all the way around to another, like, it wouldn't be stage 8 at that point. I forget what it was. Like, math is hard when I'm on the fly. I think you can loop all the way around again to what would basically be stage 12 or 13. It's the Clay Dunestrider boss item. I'll suck health. Gasoline, please. There have been a lot of stakes. I could be so semi-tanky right now. For all the stakes the game is throwing at me. Yeah, at least I got some movement speed back after sacrificing it. Alright, is the other one by any chance activated? Nope, okay. I am solo, so I must hope for luck to activate that. Or if you're certain characters, like, you know, engineer loader, you can actually set it off yourself, but jeez. I do not appreciate all the damage I am taking. Gain health back. Come on, fire. What's that? Oh, yes, I guess there are fire enemies. Just die right now. Alright. Give me an Norse tome. Yeah, I have all these health orbs are like not doing much for me. Monster Tooth, kind of sucking right now. In. Give me that. Give me that. I think I'll run over and feed money into that Shrine of Chance before I leave. Just see if I can get lucky. Man, if I had like five leech seeds or something, that'd be great. But it doesn't do any good to say if I had X in this game. It's all RNG, baby. You know, I wonder if I would have got the Beetle Gourd, would I have traded it out for that Clay Dunestrider item or not? Alright. Getting a clear fuck you. Oh, hey, there's the other one right there. Wait. Go. Go. Go up the hill. Go up the hill. Oh. Damn it, it's not gonna work. If I hit it, it'll explode. You okay? Weird. Oh well, we tried. We tried. I don't like this variation of stage 3. Boss item? Huh. Which one is that? Gravity, why have you betrayed me? accidentally double tapped. That'll get you. Oh, hey. Find some items. That was interesting. Not necessarily risky, but interesting. Another war banner. I mean, war banners are nice. Just don't know. At this point, I'd probably prefer something that helps me a little bit more consistently. Use a better equipment. I should focus on looking for that. Not bad, not great. 70. Nothing. I don't want to. Cat. My cat is adjusting on my desk. He kicked my mouse. Thus, no, cat, you're about to get kicked off my desk. Now he's like aggressively kicking at me. Cat is overstaying his boundaries. He just looks so cool. He's just on the desk. Look at them all. Oh yeah, yesterday I also had like 4 backup mags, so I could just aim 2 a ton, which was super nice against bosses. You just go in and spam it and just flip, 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 flip. I'm not currently playing with viewers right now, but thanks for the offer. Sorry, I just looked at chat. Friday's going home. So lucky, dude. Gets to go home from work. People like me, we just gotta work all day, only sit at home. I really should be doing work right now, but I'm just like, I don't know, I'm tired lately. It's hard to focus when I'm tired. This is much easier. So I figured today I would just take the day off. I've got my actual job that I normally do. I have Friday off, so I will be able to do more productivity stuff on Friday. Pog, dry models. I should get a tablet to start doing 2D art. I really want to. And then I can, you know, what's it called? Draw my own emotes. I really like the emotes I've gotten from my artist. Terrible weapon. I'll take it anyway. It'll bail me out later with my money. Bail me out later with my money. Should be like, hey dude, you want some mediocre emotes? $15 an emote, dude. I'm not taking shots at anyone. I'm just making a joke. If you're an artist, you have a right to charge whatever you want to charge for your art. Of course, Friday is intent that his emotes are scuffed, which I don't think they are. Ooh, another crowbar? Did I really double down on crowbars? Or focus crystal is probably just better. It's more universal. It'll affect all my hits, not just my high health first ones. Alright, let's run over here real quick and then we're getting out of here. It's a little too long here. That's another focus crystal. Anything? Ooh, there's another Trevor Times, but I think I'm gonna go focus crystal. Trevor Times is a percent chance. This is a flat damage boost. Flat damage boost. Alright, boys. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Uh-oh, that's not good. I don't want to be frozen. Oh, I am seconds away from disaster. Did not mean to do that either. This is tricky. I need health. This is what I really wish I had. Oh geez, that guy still exists. Flying. Thank you, Lappin Daisy. Coming in clutch. Oh. Man, if I would have fallen like a foot to the left or the right there, I would have been dead. That's so lucky. Insanely lucky. Technically full clothes. Hey, no. You should stick with the unclothed version. See, push Twitch's TOS. See what they do. You know, see how that goes. I have no dog in this fight, but I would get to watch this happen in real time as Friday loses his account. But you know. Alright, let's get out of here. That was scary. I have no money because I fired my gun in a fit of panic. I need a better equipment. This is literally bail me out of shit situations gun. And it takes my money to do so. Hey look, equipment box. Just the other equipment was totally useless. So, hey look, there's that's where one of those shrines spawns. Hey, so Wandering Rager. Run! I hit the ground, he wasn't sprinting. Hey, no, you don't get me away from you. There we go. Nice. Alright, I should run down and buy that equipment, and then probably try to find the teleporter and get out of here. Stocking up on focus crystals, Pog. Pog. Yeah. Better. Although, what's it called? Not gonna help me out in any fights for sure, but it might make my fights easier. Might make my fights easier. I'm curious though. This is total topic shift. I forget who I was talking to about, but the idea of playing games that get you discovered by viewers. And I'm like, yeah, when I inevitably stream Resistance 3, 0 viewers are gonna discover me because nobody goes on Twitch and is like, dude, I want to play this PlayStation game. I want to watch someone play this PlayStation 3 game from 2008. But people do go on Twitch and are like, I want to watch someone play something like, you know, from a established franchise like Zelda or something. Like I had so many people come into the what's it called? The Twilight Princess streams. They'd be like, hey, first time here. They're gonna be disappointed when I truly embrace my variety inclinations. 3 monsters' teeth, okay. Sure did not feel like it earlier. play things that are you know, not from their childhood. You need to die because you will fuck up my boss fights. Wonder where the legendary chest is if it spawned. Could check one location over here. The next question is, how much does it cost today? Not here. Check the other major spot. Oh, hello. Means I have to go up. Not necessarily like that, though. And up we go. I'm gonna buy that. Nope, not up here. Could be on the ground. I kind of want to go buy that item way over there. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, hey, there it is, right there. Now I don't have money for it. Ooh, jeez, it's like double what I... Hey, well, let's get out of here. Or let's go do the teleporter, and if I have the money after the teleporter, I'll come back for it. Need like $4,100. So, let's see if I can round that up. I am going to buy this, though. Slightly more survivability. Play Doomstrider. Interesting. I've never actually fought Play Doomstrider as mercenary, so let's see how this goes. Or if I have, it was I had no mercenary knowledge at the time. That did not go well. Oh well. Again. Again. I don't know what exactly went wrong there, other than was on top of Clay Doomstrider and they started shooting out of the top. Unfortunate though. It was a pretty okay run developing. Had a lot of focus crystals, which was definitely helping. But who knows how long that could have gone on for. There's something to be said for flat out just not taking damage in certain situations. They're not terrible either. I can add up to something. Especially getting it early now to where I can see the benefits of it later for real. Bad idea. Actually, yeah, why did I do that? I don't even know where any chests are, honestly. I'm just running around on extraordinarily low health, hoping for something to buy. There's something. Who knows what it is? Uh-oh. Hey, it's a legendary item. Problem is I have to live to get it. Reduces cooldowns all my skills. Interesting. I hope I live. I want to play around with this. My cooldowns are that much faster with this character, because this character is very cooldown based. Ooh. There's some good items. Ow. Teleporter's over there. This is gonna be spawn me with like 1 HP, isn't it? Yep, it is! Check my backside. I have 300 lunar coins. I should spend these more often. Greater than 1. There should be more characters to buy with lunar coins. You know, give me something, game. Come on. I do like that the updates so far have been completely free, though. Like, hey, you want to play as new character? Here you go. We need to get, well, actually we really don't. We need to consider the teleporter, but maybe not. We got time. Definitely could use some more. Oh. Guys, I accidentally forgot, but I installed a cheats machine on my computer, but I forgot it was there, so I'm not actually cheating, you know. But, the game wants me to. That's real good. Okay, we do need to see what other items we can find, because, or just anything really to buy. One, we have the money to do so, but two, could definitely use some more items. Could also just like, does any drones want to heal me? Anything want to heal me? Healing? Much? Taking fall damage. There's like just nothing. Oh, that's rough. Well, I guess we're gonna get out of here and hope for the best. If we can get out of here. Sometime. Okay, not bad. Lower cooldown, so nice. Ooh, that's real good. Gimme. I mean, it also helps that I have all kinds of crazy boosts happening right now. I'm able, my hits explode. I can apply bleed, though I'm not sure I even applied like any to him. Hits explode, but cooldowns are lower. There's a lot of not vanilla, what's it called? Mercenary after all. But yeah, I need some other good games I want to stream. I'd like to play Super Mario Sunshine, which I've never played either, for some reason. I own a GameCube, but I kind of don't think I own many GameCube games. But I'd like to play that. I want to kind of play through the original Lord of the Rings games, but I just know they're going to be DMCA hell, so I don't think I'm going to stream them. I also kind of want to play through the original Harry Potter games, but I played both those before, both those franchises before. But at the same time, DMCA hell. Don't want to fuck with it. So, where the hell am I? There it is. That's very confused. I never hit that additional pillar on the way down. Alright, let's see how this goes. I've got health regen with the Titanic Neural. So, should be okay. I'm a little bit tankier thanks to killing enemies with the Blood Vial. Maybe it'll give me a Healy item actually early on. You know, even like Bustling, this is where Bustling Fungus is actually good. You can heal before and after rounds. Alright, not bad. I have no range capabilities, so I may just be dodging these guys largely. So, yeah, this is me. Just chilling. Like it gave me Stone Titans the other day when I was playing Artificer. And they would be so slow getting to me sometimes they would never even, like, I'd never see him. I just hear him the whole time shuffling along. But I'd like to play Umar Sunshine. I've also got the Pikmin games, first two at least. I could play those. Never played them before. I don't know how that would go. I've seen the Pikmin speedrun. I've never seen much of the game otherwise. I see those mushrooms shuffling along. Good luck. Not really. Alright, that'll help me move through here, but where's the next one? Hello. Ah, how did I miss that? Let's let my health. Nah, that's not actually. Oh boy, they're gonna attack faster. That's interesting. They can just shoot down at me from up there. At least I only have to deal with them. Yep, here they go. At least I'm only dealing with the mushrooms. I don't have to dodge anything else. I could go up there and fight them. I don't know if that's worth it or not, though. Okay, that one's healing up. Maybe I didn't kill him. Thought that one maybe had a little bit of health left when I left him. Okay, that's useful. Okay, so the next one. So now, I can just stand here, heal up real quick. Stone Titans. Man, it's just gonna be slow enemies. I'm fine with that, but yep, here's that shuffling again. Good bleed stacks on him. I wonder how much Bustling Fungus I actually need to outpace the damage of the mushroom shots. Such thrilling content. Yeah, I can play the Pikmin games. I've also got Beautiful Joe. I want to play that, just like the first one. I've heard some people laud it as such a great game. How is this not more popular? And other people are like, yeah, it was fine. Focus Crystal's really good. Let's just sit here and heal real quick. Then on down we go. Either way, though, I think it's worth playing. And I don't think it's terribly long. So that's the one thing. But playing Zelda is a good experience, but not exact. Like, I don't really want to play that many games that are that long on stream, because it's the whole situation of I don't stream consistently 8 hours a day. So like Zelda took me 7 different streaming days, a couple of which were pretty close to 8 hours to get through. And it's like, I don't know. You start to feel like really just dragged in, like, oh, I need to stream Zelda again today. I also need to stream the 3rd marathon game, so I can say that I've played all 3 of those on stream. I will get to that. I wonder how long that game is. I wonder how direct that game is. I really enjoy those games. Pep Pew, what's wrong, Friday? Did you make it home? Friday, I get to go to the gym later today. I am excited. Yep, that was a thrilling round. I'm home. Friday, what game should I stream next once I start playing another, like, you know, game you play through instead of something like Risk of Rain 2 where you just, like, do runs? Fortnite? I don't think Fortnite, I mean, Fortnite does actually have a campaign mode, to be fair. Is the campaign mode free? Do you have to pay for that? Because, I thought Fortnite looked fun way back when they announced it. No idea. Kaizo. I should put that sub bar up on this thing. I'll do that after this run. I'll add it so you can see it. I thought, like, way back, even a Game Informer they were talking about. They were also talking about how Unity was going to speed up game development. They'd be able to, like, the timeline for games would be in, like, just a couple years rather than, like, multiple years. Like, you'd hear about a game for the first time and then re-release months later instead of years later, which has absolutely happened. This is a long time ago. That sub goal is also purely to, like, give half hope that I'll someday learn to Kaizo. Or play Kaizo in general, since it's his favorite game to ever exist ever. But I'm not playing it. I don't know. Just, like what I was saying is, I enjoyed Zelda well enough, but I didn't really enjoy how long it was, because it's like, I'm streaming that, so... It's like, I feel obligated, gotta go back, stream more Zelda or something, because it's just taking forever. So, I don't know. I was thinking about playing the first Sly Cooper game or the first Resistance game. Those are 2 I'm kind of leaning towards because I've wanted to play those. I know they're both a little bit shorter. I know Sly Cooper in particular is like 7 hours, so I can do it in like one stream. Are you excited for Metroid Dread, Friday? Since you're like more inclined towards Metroid games than I am. Ow, that's hot. Still gaining health points from attacking these guys, just realized. Am I? Come on, come on. That hurt. Don't want to stand in that. Don't want to stand in that either. Uh-oh, that's bad. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. Where am I going next? Organizing a whole day. Orgasming, okay. Yeah. I don't. Yeah, you were there yesterday when I was talking about how I don't really care for the art style of it. I like the old pixel art, the 16-bit or whatever SM and Fusion were so much better than like the how basically how 2.5D looks with modern graphics. I just don't care for how that looks. It seems like I don't know. It's weird. It just doesn't fit. I feel like. I'm curious what people are really gonna think of the Nemesis system once they're playing the game. 'Cause that'll be interesting. I feel like that may make or break the game a little bit for some people. Some people aren't gonna want to have to do like stealth or tactics like that in a Metroid game. But there's something similar in Fusion though with Samus, isn't there? With not Samus. I just don't ever see it because I've never seen a casual playthrough of Fusion. I've only ever watched speedruns. Also vultures. Also leech. It's like gave them 3 leech seeds. Interesting. Zero mission. So okay. Yeah, it just seemed having like an actual Nemesis system. It seems different for Metroid. Ooh, this is really good. If I can stack these up, it'll be even better. Good old Zero mission. That can be a pain in the ass. They gotta hit me first. I see that mushroom sneaking over there. Good luck, dude. I also kind of want to play, speaking of playing long games on stream, I kind of want to play the Mass Effect games, but I don't want to get sucked into those right now. I'd have to buy them again, which I don't want to do right now. Wait till the Legendary Edition goes on sale, or for that. Ooh, ukulele. Feels good, man. Alright, where's the last one? I should know this. I have these spots nearly memorized. Oh, it's out there. Heal up, and then see what legendary item it's going to give them, because this will make or break this. Make it fucked. Oh no. Uh-oh. This is bad. This is really bad. So yeah, this happens. But I do have barbed wire. Oh jeez. I'm nearly dead. I'm not sure what I'm doing here, but I'm gonna try something. Oh shit, that's not gonna work. Damn it, fuck. That item absolutely fucks this. It's just so broken. You are unable to get away from it. And even if you're like able to kill enemies incredibly fast, it just keeps spawning them and you just get arced to absolute death so quickly. And you have nothing to counter it with. Unless you have like, not even if you have the same item yourself already at some point. I don't think I've ever cleared with that item on the end. I've cleared with Dio's best friend, I've cleared with all kinds of other item combinations, but that one absolutely fucks it. I'm sure there's a way to. Like, I'm sure if you're tanky enough or you have enough, like, counterplay to it, or you're the right character that he doesn't have to be like me and has to be standing right on top of the enemies. Man, that sucked though. I had really good items. I wanted to play around with that combination and see what I could get going. Oh, well. Doesn't do any good to complain about it. That does suck though. Let's try it again. Oh boy, fireworks. The game hates me. Alright, what do we got? Yeah, shoot fireworks now. It is funny though, Nintendo announces Metroid Dread. It's like, cool, everyone, yeah, can't complain about a new Metroid game, that's fun. Sorry, I had to sneeze there. Can't complain about a new Metroid game, you know, that's good. Throw something out, you know, like, okay, return of 2D Metroid, fun. But at the same time, they're like, we're still working on Prime 4, no new news, which is really interesting. Because it's been a long time since we've heard anything. And there's been a lot of, you know, development issues with the game, for sure. So it's just interesting they have literally nothing to show. And they may be really waiting to show something until they're like, okay, Prime 4, you know, here we are in June showing Prime 4. It is releasing like this October or this December or something like that. They may be waiting until that point to do it, but it's just interesting we have like nothing. I don't know. Prime 4 totally exists, baby. It's not vaporware. I want to go that way, around there. Go that way. Go, my little fireworks. Do what you must do. I don't want to lose my focus crystal though. I could totally feed the fireworks, but I don't see a scrapper anywhere and I don't want to risk losing the focus crystal. It's kind of my damage right now. Alright, let's grab this chest and then we'll get out of here. Really, get out of here. That was not what I was hoping for. Interesting. What? That didn't count as a hit. Let's see. That didn't count as a hit either. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm still alive. Interesting. I don't know how I'm still alive, honestly. I had nothing to protect me there. Alright, jeez. I really should get out of this habit of like bailing out of a fight immediately to go grab the item. That's a bad habit to be in. Bad habit to be in. Sorry, just check this out. Let's get out of here, dude. Not great items to start, but good enough, I guess. So we'll see what's next. You know, in all my time of playing this game, I still don't know what this does. I don't know how to trigger it or activate it or anything. It's just something I've not figured out yet. And I kind of just refuse to look at the wiki for this game. So. But who knows? I mean, someone certainly does. Hit them. Not talented enough. Stop spawning flying enemies. They present too much of a challenge for me and my gravity-bound character. Item spot check. Oh yeah, wasn't I gonna put the sub goal? Oh. I think I'll feed it into the shrine. We'll see what happens. I'm not gonna buy that drone just yet. I want to save my money for items. If any exist, damn it. Where the hell are they? Have another one of these stages. Seriously, are there items on this stage? There's one. Probably just work on getting out of here, honestly. Oh boy, I'm faster. There's a scrapper. Teleporter is there's several. There's a lot of scrappers. Jeez, there's 3 scrappers here. Oh, and of course there's an item right as I buy that drone. Never buy drones, kids. They're bad for you. Fight showed up. For what reason, or why, or how? Alright, here's a little Chronobauble. It's a decent enough item, and it's better than risking it all. Oh yeah, I elected Challenge of the Mountain before I realized there was nothing on this stage. Just the worst item luck today. Ooh. could slow him down. I really need something like a Will-O-the-Wisp or something to do some damage that shares across. You know, so I can be splash damaging everyone else. Look at all those Wisps. They would all be dead right now if I had something for splash damage. Not going very well. Oh, nope. Rip. That was rough. Not giving me items is... Not giving me items like that sucks. Try it again. Sad part is I could be doing Acrid or Loader right now, except I fucked up yesterday. I literally just one misclick. I believe Copium. Oh yeah, I think my dog wants to go outside, so I may need to pause the game actually. Oh yeah, and I also need to bring up the sub-counter goal thing you begin to add. So yeah, let's do that real quick instead of just continuing. So let me bring up the sub-counter. Well, I'll do that. Here, let me add it in OBS. Then I think that's actually perfectly fine right there, right? Yeah, that's above my items and everything. Alright, I will be right back. Hang out. I'm back. The dogs are convinced there's rabbits in the backyard. I have two problems with that. One, I don't want them to do anything to the rabbits in the backyard. Two, it's way too damn hot for them to be just hanging out outside all day. It's like 95 degrees here right now. So even if they, I would be willing to let them just chase rabbits all day. It's far too hot. There's not much shade in my backyard either, so you're in direct sunlight. Alright, let's get an actual run going. A great start, though being a little bit extra tanky. Ow. Has its advantages. Ow. Immediately taking lots of damage on tank. I want to do damage, not take damage. Also, another one over there. Alright, we're feeding into this one. E, also. Yes, keys can be useful, however. Right now, I would rather have a guarantee of something. Can I access that shrine is the real question. Than a hope. I can totally access that shrine. Dude, we're gonna get back down to 300 lunar coins. Alright, I see equipment over there, which I should grab. But yeah, I'm curious. Going back to the Nintendo thing yesterday, they seem to just not have literally anything they're confident in showing for Prime 4, and to argue against my thought they might be waiting until they can literally release it, like, they basically show something at one E3 and release it before the next one, basically. They're doing pretty much a longer release thing with Breath of the Wild 2. They showed very limited Breath of the Wild 2 footage yesterday, which honestly just looked like Breath of the Wild 1 DLC. So, who knows? Someone suggested that they might have switched engines entirely, which is very possible. Just, it's gonna be a RTS now. Metroid Prime is a new genre entirely. You're just building bases to stop the Metroids. You know, my loose understanding of what exactly happens in the Metroid games based on lots of watching of them being played and playing one of them myself. Alright, teleporter's over there. I'd like to get some more items. I'd like to find more items first. I'm gonna keep this. That's useful, but as a distraction. I wanna be able to, actually kill things. Man, the item spawns have not been great today. That's good though. Right, not necessarily the drops, just like not the item chest. Why am I fighting all these guys? Just hit the teleporter and get out of here. They're not gonna drop any items for me. Queen, where'd she go? But I hit something. What? Yeah, I guess this actually could be useful. Look at all those guys down there. Just look at them all. Look at them all. Surprisingly high number of legendary. Or elites, whatever you call this. Out of here. Make sure we hit the correct portal. You know. Alright, let's see what he actually has. I never really go in here, but you can trade out your items sometimes for something good. Not worth it. Not worth it. What are you up to? Can I do it? Talk to you? Offer you anything? You know. I also should, like, actually learn what these different lunar items do. Because who knows? Maybe there's something that would, like, make or break my run just sitting right there. I have no idea. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to mute my email. I'll do that once I get down to this portal. Professional streamer, dude. Or something, you know. Email is now muted. Feels good, man. Right, what have we here? Wait till they get closer. They literally cannot range me out. It's impossible. I always find it funny too, the discourse this time of year around E3. People are like, oh dude, this publisher won E3. Oh dude, this publisher won E3. And I'm like, why do we care who won E3? Like, it's literally a trade show. Like, yeah, it has a large consumer-facing aspect to it. I am so sloppy right now. It has a large consumer-facing aspect to it, but it's literally a trade show. Like, I don't give a shit. These companies can fight over whatever they want. Like, but who cares who won? It's just like propaganda by the companies themselves. Be like, oh, we're doing the best. And maybe you are, but why should I care as a consumer? All I care about is the product that ultimately is released, and, you know. It's not my... It should not be my job. I should not be expected to care about who, quote-unquote, won a company trade show. Which is everyone basically just flexing against each other. Also, thanks to the bustling fungus. Well, a few times I'll say that. Though the damage I'll take running through here is pretty minimal. Sticky bombs. And you know, Bandai Namco could have had a better E3. They did. We got the Elden Ring is coming out, which I believe they will publish, if I understand correctly. It's FromSoft produced, but published by Bandai Namco. But they spent their entire like showcase yesterday just showing off the you know, Dark Trilogy, whatever it's called, Dark something anthology. I don't remember. But I don't know. I enjoyed what I played of Until Dawn, but it's not. That type of game is not something that I'm just gonna like be like, oh boy, can't wait to play it. It's more like kind of an event game. Like you get some friends together and you play through it. It looks like they're making it a little bit more of an actual game, though, instead of just a choose-your-own-adventure. Because like, oh, we're not gonna do fixed camera anymore. It's more like your actions are more exploration-based. Because before it was just like you'd be kind of funneled from set piece to set piece. If there's actually a little bit more exploration and just like really more gameplay other than just like QTEs, like that could be more fun. I like the idea of like a, you know, group-based roguelike. You go out, try to keep whoever you can alive as long as you can, and like, yeah, there have to be some serious structure to it because it's some certain things are not feasible. But you know, I like that idea more than, you know, the alternative. Dog burped at me. What the hell are you doing? I should actually probably finish Until Dawn at some point. I got like halfway through it, I think. But also like Until Dawn seemed, you know, kind of, you know, neat. It's very stereotypical horror premise. You're on a mountain, bunch of teenagers or young adults, whatever, stay alive, blah 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 blah. But then Man from Medan, you were like on a boat or something, and then Little Hope was just like people in woods. I don't know. And the new one seems kind of interesting. I'm gonna go fight Pazuzu or whoever the fuck. But yeah, settings-wise, none of them have ever especially appealed to me. And I mean, honestly, like Until Dawn's not necessarily exceptional in its setting. It's just, I guess it's more familiar. More familiar. What was the item? Oh, it gave me the med kit. Stop shooting at me, you assholes. I do kind of wish, I don't know, I would want to give up any of the skills I have for this. It would totally change this character to a degree as well, but I do kind of wish Mercenary had some sort of range out, kind of like, you know, Genji. You know, Overwatch has his throwing stars. They're slow, but they can do damage. Just give a little bit more variety, especially like in here where I'm having to dart in and out constantly. Sticky bombs, Pog. Alright, where am I going next? I actually did not see this, it was a total guess. Dark Powers Anthology? I don't remember what it's called. But yeah, I don't know, not totally appealing. It does feel more like a game. You get friends together and you play through it together, and you guys pick. And they did kind of do that with Little Hope, didn't they? Where you could like co-op it, and different people could make different decisions and things like that. Like, that's interesting. Like, I'd be willing to do that with a friend or something. See who can keep whom alive. just not really a game for me. Alright, you guys do need to die. So otherwise you will just sit up there, shoot at me all day. Oh, they lived. Up and away we go. Them healing off crits. Interesting. What the odds of them getting a crit are. Those guys are good at hitting. I think I actually watched a surprisingly large amount of E3 coverage this year, which I find funny. I normally don't really pay much attention to it, but I did want to specifically watch the showcase to see if Elden Ring would show up, which it did, so that was kind of fun. It was fun to be around people who were super hyped for it, and I've been, you know, waiting for news and doubting the game is ever going to come out and stuff like that. And it's fun to see like those people be like, oh my gosh, it's actually happening. January, allegedly. So that was fun, and I enjoyed that. But I mean, honestly, like, I don't really care what games are coming out. Like, I'm gonna play what seems fun, whether it's new or not. Ow, you asshole. Like, you know, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I can only play the newest thing, or oh, there's nothing coming out. There's a ton of games I've never played. And honestly, like, games are not my first hobby either. Like, yeah, I stream and do stuff like that, but I have other hobbies. Like, just because there's not a game out doesn't mean I have nothing to do. I have other hobbies, I have other obligations. So. You know. I did not even notice that mushroom spawned, honestly. Locked. Hog. Should stay in this more often. What? Oh, at least I led one of them. There we go. Alright. Come on, my single tougher times. Chip in a little bit more. Like I was saying earlier, all these games I'm considering streaming came out a long time ago. Streaming new games is fine and everything, but it's not like if I'm gonna play a new game. Like I streamed Resident Evil Village because I was legitimately excited for that game. I wanted to play it. And I was like, might as well stream it. You know, I didn't have a ton of time around then to be playing games anyway, so I was either gonna stream it or not play it at all. Or not stream at all. So I was like, I'll let's stream it, see what happens. But, you know, like a lot of games I want to play are older. And I'd rather just, play that, you know. Doesn't mean I don't like new games, but the games sometimes I feel like playing are not the newest thing. Band, okay. Good luck procking that. Please don't proc it. Another one. Okay. Interesting spot for the last one. Considering 2 of the enemy variations can fly. Let's see what legendary it gives. Oh, okay. Rejuvenation rack. No worries then. I guess if they get a crit on me, they're gonna probably shoot up health-wise, but, you know. No worries then. I would gladly take a rejuvenation rack, though. It's interesting, what's good for me is not always necessarily good for them, but everything that's good for them is good for me. It does put them at an inherent disadvantage. The problem is when it just gives them like insane damage boost stuff. That's literally all they do. I mean, it's true, the mushrooms will heal in this case, but other than that, like, these guys are just here to hurt me. So making them pure offensive machines has no drawback. And they're infinite. They will literally never stop coming until I complete this thing. Being able to catch them on fire is so nice. Alright, what do you give me? Ooh, Poggies. That's pretty cringe, bro. That's real good. It also ended my last run. So let's see what we can do. Or not in my last run, in my last run here. Level 11. Oh, puppy's asleep. I should put out food to thaw for dinner. Just thought about that. It's that easy. Alright, I want that syringe. For sure. Me attacking slightly faster. What? 73? It's briefly unable to afford it. Give me some enemies. But yeah, I don't know. E3 was E3. Everyone's like, oh, it's a terrible E3. Well, sorry. COVID shut down a lot of stuff last year. Not everyone can work from home when you're doing game development. And doing game development from home is probably a fairly tricky proposition to get into for the first time. Because very few games are made by one person. Who cares? I remember, I was thinking, everyone's screaming about how terrible this E3 is. I should look up and see what all was announced at the 2012 E3. Because that was the E3 where it's like, we are at the end of the life cycle of the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. And everyone was expecting those two consoles to be a huge leap forward, and things were already definitely in development for those consoles, but nothing was in the like stage to show yet. And also, those consoles weren't even announced yet. So that was the other thing. Everyone's like, oh yeah, new Xbox. Yeah, Xbox One and PS4 were not even announced yet. Everyone's like, oh yeah, stuff is definitely coming. We just don't know exactly when, but it's soon. And we're at the end of the life cycle for the current generation, so no one, like, a lot of development was already shifting towards what, you know, people were thinking the new console was going to be. Like, test models were probably on everything. But that E3, I remember, was notoriously just empty. Like, just some of the last things to ever release on, you know, PS3, Xbox 360 were announced there. I remember Ubisoft spent like their entire conference on like a live performance to promote Just Dance, which people were like, we have no games, clearly, you know. Things are just being pushed for the next generation at this point. But yeah, I should look up and see what all was announced at that E3. Because everyone plays about this one, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure we've had worse E3s. At least, right, like, game development is happening. So it was a long time ago, but yeah, the 2012 E3 was notoriously bad. The 2013 E3 was way more exciting because it was like, okay, we know that Xbox One, PS4 is coming out. Here you go. Like, here's what the launch titles are going to be, and then all that, of course, shifts as things get delayed and pushed back. You know, it's like, which one of these are going to be exclusively on this new console, which one of these aren't. Here's Watch Dogs. What's that? Watch Dogs has been delayed. Watch that. Watch Dogs has been unlisted for various marketplaces. Does this game even exist? Oh, Watch Dogs is back. Okay. Interesting chest spawn. That was a weird, like, 2 days or something. Watch Dogs got basically, like, its release date, if I remember right, got like canceled. Like, they didn't even like set a fixed, like, no, it's releasing now type thing. Like, no, we don't have a release date suddenly. And like, they fired some of the lead designers on the game or something. Like, people were taken off the project, and then the game was unlisted, and I think they told GameStop to stop accepting pre-orders. And everyone's like, wait a minute, is Watch Dogs even going to exist? And like, the game was supposed to release soon. This was in like August, and the Xbox One came out in like October or whatever. And then the game got delayed. And eventually came out, and I 100%ed that game. Mediocre as it was, it had its moments. The multiplayer was fun. And the multiplayer died after like 4 days as well, so no, just like nobody played it. They were like, oh wait, what's this? Assassin's Creed in Chicago, but with multiplayer that's like kind of Soulsy. Nobody wants to play this game. I think the critical hit thing is actually better for this character. Ooh boy, fireworks. Just to be able to just burst down enemies so quickly. Play Dune Strider. Well, we'll see if that's the truth or not. Yeah, that's the truth. Okay. If I can get enough goggles, you basically don't need this item as the thing. That's why it kind of sucks. Augment your critical hit enough through items that this is, or Lensmaker's glasses, that it's basically useless. Or not useless, just unnecessary. You can fill in that slot with something better. Yeah, Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs is weird. I never played Watch Dogs 2. I can stream Watch Dogs 2. I have it. Watch Dogs Legion looked interesting. I don't know if they ever fixed that game. It was so broken on launch. I didn't get it when I got my 3080. I got Call of Duty Cold War. I could stream the campaign of Call of Duty Cold War. I'm not going to play zombies because I have no one to play zombies with. Actually, I also have no idea how long the campaign for that game is. Probably not very long. Could pull 0 viewers in Call of Duty Cold War streams and be the #1 streamer of it on Twitch. Because no one else is streaming it. Did I max out that Shrine Chance? I think yeah, I did, because I got fireworks out of it as well. I have 2 fireworks now. What? How'd that miss? Interesting. This is why this item is so good. You just passively kill things. It's kind of busted, honestly. It makes runs so much easier. Anything I want to feed into this scrapper? Fireworks. I do kind of like having 1 fireworks just for the flare. Mentioned that before. But yeah, when I got my Xbox One on release date, because I had a job and I was living at home, so I had money. I was like, living at home was cheap. So I got Xbox One on release date. I got Battlefield 4, which was busted as hell. Did not work. Did not work for a couple months. And I got Dead Rising 3. And Dead Rising 3, actually, I remember, and still somewhat impressive. And I should go back and see how good the game actually looks. I remember it looking really good. The graphics maybe now, but Dead Rising 3 was so impressive because you could just charge with like your steamroller car into crowds of literally hundreds of zombies and mow them down, and the game would not lag. And that was so, like, it wasn't like so cool, but it made me just really appreciate, like, oh, consoles have actually kind of caught up to, like, ambition of all these game designers, you know. And, like, that's, and now, you know, if you have a PC that's the specs of the Xbox One, you have a low-end PC, but at the time, like things were, it was very impressive that we could do that. Because I remember, like, just like, I don't know, any other game with large crowds, you would have frame drops. I mean, hell, playing Red Dead Redemption 2 on the Xbox One, there was a scene that had just insane frame drops. This was just at base Xbox One, not Xbox One X or anything. Xbox One S, I don't know, what was the revision version of the Xbox One they released? I only ever bought one of those consoles. Oh boy, I can do this more. More critical hits, more burst damage. What? Finish him off. Yeah, this thing cycles. That's its like quote-unquote drawback, but it cycles so fast that it doesn't matter. Dead Rising 3 was fun. I did beat that. I didn't 100% it or anything. I enjoyed it. I didn't ever play the DLC either. I should play some of the other Dead Rising games. This was the first Dead Rising I ever played. The original Dead Rising, that was an Xbox exclusive, if I remember right. Xbox 360, like launch title exclusive. That was a game that looked really fun, and I never played it. I remember I had friends who came to school and were like, yeah, you literally kill zombies with anything. You know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that sounds so much fun. Never played it. I didn't get an Xbox 360 till a year after release. By then there were other games, and I was also like, did not have a job at that time, and was depending on allowance money and Christmas and birthdays for video games. And my parents' Christmas budget allowed for like one game, one full price $60 game. So yeah, like I did not have many games as a kid. GameStop was my friend. I'd go there, buy a cheap $5 game. And as a kid, I was getting into high school at that point, but I didn't have a job ever in high school. I tried. I applied to so many places in high school, and they never hired me. It's because I also did sports, so my hours would have been limited. And I didn't realize it at the time, but minors can only work so many hours. Well, I knew that, but like you can't work minors later than 9 p.m. in a lot of places. Something it's illegal in some places and legal in others, so a lot of companies just don't do it as like a universal policy. They don't want any like state level nuance or franchise level nuance. Because it's like when I worked at Walmart and I had high school kids working in my department, like I'd have to make sure they went home. They'd clocked out before 9. Like our store would get a phone call if it showed up that certain employees were clocked in past 9 p.m. Oh, that wasn't a chest, it was a dead enemy. Okay. Let's get out of here. I don't think I'm gonna be able to afford that drone, but let's see what kind of money we end up with. Alright, you need to teleport, sir. Do your first teleport, and then... I was real close to him. Okay, I like this. Shadows. Lean. Are there any other enemies? Did I kill everything? I'm not gonna be able to afford this. I don't know. I've got myself in the mindset of like late monsoon run money. If nothing else, I can just feed a bunch into that. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get there. Since no enemies are spawning. Here we go. These guys. Well, more enemies, please. More enemies that actually, you know, drop stuff. Like actual money. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna quite make it. That's close. I'll just feed it into Shrine of Chance. That's not that good anyway. It normally ends up dying because it's so big and it can't maneuver very well, so it gets just shot down. Need to get back to the teleporter area. Why am I not holding down anymore? that. I'm gonna stick with the critical hit thing. It's nice being able to burst enemies. But so yeah, I got an Xbox 360. It came with Forza 2 and Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I'd already played a lot of Marvel Ultimate Alliance on my Xbox, on my PS2. I had played a ton of Marvel Ultimate Alliance. And so I didn't actually play much of it on the Xbox 360, and I played some Forza 2, did not get into Forza 2 that much. I'm trying to figure out, I should go look back. Well, that wouldn't actually work, because I didn't have Xbox Live initially. I was going to say, I could go look at my old Xbox achievements and figure out what all I played in the early days of having Xbox 360. I know I played a lot of the demos that came installed on the Xbox 360. It also, like, there were some Xbox Live arcade games that came installed, like Heavy Weapon. Played some of those. But yeah, I literally could afford the 360 and nothing else. And at the time, I remember I like rushed out and bought it. I couldn't actually afford it yet. I'd take like a loan from my parents for like my allowance for like the next few months or something, because I didn't quite have the money. I'd take out a loan from them because they announced like, oh, okay, here's the Xbox 360. Also, it comes with 2 games, and I thought that was a limited time thing. And it was the first time they did that, and it launched with the not launched, but Forza 2 and Marvel Ultimate Alliance were the first 2 it ever came bundled with, and that became the standard. After that, which I later learned is like, oh, okay, like this is a standard now. Like, let's just burst you down. Don't want any of that nonsense. So, and then I traded in that. The only game I've ever sold was that 2-pack of Forza 2 and Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I traded in for like the $3 in GameStop credit. Actually, I think I got more than that because it was technically 2 games and they would just sell them individually. I think I got like maybe like $5, maybe $6 off it. Still not much. But I traded in because my local GameStop had a copy of Marvel Ultimate Alliance Gold Edition. I wanted that because Gold Edition came out, had the additional heroes, and you could also buy them on the Xbox Live Marketplace as DLC, which, you know, they were. But then the rights got fucky because the rights with Marvel heroes are fucky a lot of times because Marvel sold various rights in the 90s when they were going bankrupt, or maybe early 2000s rather. And so the rights got fucky, and the DLC was unlisted from the Xbox Live Marketplace. So you couldn't buy it anymore. Or you couldn't download it, couldn't get it. So you had to buy the Gold Edition. The Gold Edition was no longer in print, so it suddenly became very hard to find and very expensive when you could find it. And my GameStop had a copy that was like $35, and I sprung on it and bought it. So that's how that went down. And I didn't play too much Gold Edition. I should actually go back and play through those games. But then now, in more recent times, the DLC has been relisted, so you can actually acquire it. I think you can also acquire it for Ultimate Alliance 2, which I've actually never played at all. Come on, Magma Worm, get over here. Dead? No, you're still alive. Dead? Dead? Nope, still alive. Shoot him, kill him. Yes, nice, dead. Okay. Maybe I'll stream those games. I went back and played some Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Not that long, like a couple years ago, I went back and played some on the hardest difficulty because I've actually never done that. And you get to Atlantis, and the game just kind of becomes unfair. It's kind of the situation at Halo Reach. Well, like, not really, but it's like, okay, I'm on Legendary, cool. Oh wait, I'm going to space. Okay, that's fine. Oh wait, in space it means the enemies can shoot me from every direction. It's not quite that, because it's still isometric, but the movement in Atlantis is so much jankier and slower, and the enemies you're fighting just aren't janky and slow at all. And the difficulty spike is really, really rough. I could give it another go on the hardest difficulty. I don't think you're supposed to do... There's like a New Game Plus to that game. So... trying to summon the optional boss here, but I'm not having much luck finding the eggs. probably at least one egg over here, though. One nest. Yeah, there we go. Okay. See how fast we can burst him down. He's so high up. Gotta get him lower. There we go. Down here. Flying. Ooh, I almost fell into that. There we go. What did he give me? Oh, this is good. Become a little damaging. I used to hate the snowflake, and I kind of recognized its potential. I was wrong about the snowflake. Still don't like how much it pulls you away from your character, though. That is not... I don't like this, yeah, where I'm like, back here. Ugh. Just let me be a natural distance for my character, because it feels like it just slows you down. I know it doesn't, it's an illusion, but it's very, very clunky. So, anyhow. But yeah, I should actually go back and play, especially Ultimate Alliance 2. I never, oh jeez. I never played Ultimate Alliance 2, even though I loved and played the hell out of Ultimate Alliance 1. Run, oh jeez, that one actually hurt me. One of those actually hurt. Okay, we'll, regrouping. The only one left? Nice. Okay, that got scary for a minute. Take that. Boy, more critical hits. But yeah, I don't know why I never played Ultimate Alliance 2. Ultimate Alliance 2 was also like, it was made around when Civil War was first coming out, the comic line, and so it's all like, I believe the story's based around that, which is kind of unfortunate because the sequel setup in the Ultimate Alliance 3 is you're gonna fight Galactus. I don't think they've ever done that, and I don't know if Ultimate Alliance 2 was just like a failure, or maybe that rights issue started up after that. I don't know. I also, I used to, as a nerd, I would clip out newspaper clippings from the Friday entertainment section of our local newspaper of things that I was interested in. So I have an old newspaper clipping. I mean, old. I'm only 27. It can't be that old. But an old newspaper clipping about Edgar Wright making an Ant-Man movie in the future. And this was before Scott Pilgrim came out. So Scott Pilgrim was like just being announced, and it was kind of funny hearing the newspaper try to describe what Scott Pilgrim was. And you know, we know how the Ant-Man thing went. And I have another one about Ultimate Alliance, as that game was really being announced. And it's funny because I don't know if the writer was either wrong or this was stuff cut from the game, but it was talking about how like, oh yeah, you can customize like the vehicle of your team and like their secret base and stuff like that. And it was like features cut from final game. And I realized that when I eventually played the game, like, hey, wait a minute, I just beat the game. There was never an instance where I could customize the vehicle they were in. So yeah, that was kind of funny. As a kid realizing that like, oh yeah, like some of this stuff never appears in the game. But also that game was like the first time I ever introduced a character like Deadpool, who, you know, as a kid you're like, this guy's amazing. He's funny and he has ninja swords, guns, he's so cool. And Deadpool's fine, but you know. But yeah, like I was a Spider-Man nerd, but it was kind of neat. Like, okay, I know Spider-Man, I know Hulk, but like, you know, introducing some other characters that I have less familiarity with. Like, I never seen Moon Knight before. Things like that. Hey, you guys are not allowed to do that. You have to die. Sorry. It's just how it works. You know, good way to introduce. Black Panther's the first time I'd ever heard of him. I already knew who Daredevil was, but the same way I had never really interacted with anything Daredevil related. And various X-Men. I think there was like Wolverine, Storm, I think Cyclops. Knew who Captain America was, obviously. I don't know, that game was fun. I don't know how well it holds up. It was the first ARPG I ever played, even though it's like is really baby's first ARPG. It's very, very light. The loot drops are almost non-existent in a way. Like there are loot drops, there are boss items, but farming for them is like entirely unnecessary if I recall correctly. It just kind of throws things at you. I remember there's a item Loki drops, which is hilariously terrible, and I had the game guide for the game, and the game guide was like, we recommend selling this item. Well, it's a joke item. You could also play as... Actually, could you play as Sue Storm in that game? I honestly don't remember. I know you could play as Mr. Well, could you play as Mr. Fantastic? I know you could play as Ben Grimm and Johnny Storm. I don't know if you could play as all members of Fantastic Four. It seems weird that you possibly couldn't. I'm almost confident you could play as Mr. Fantastic. I don't remember Sue Storm being an option, though. You could play as Spider-Woman. So that was, you know, fun. And obviously Spider-Man, which was the center cover character, I believe, if I remember right. And then they added, in the Gold Edition, you could play as, like, Magneto and Venom. It was like some villains were added in as well. I think Hulk was a Gold Edition, maybe. You could play as Colossus, I do remember that. And, like, certain characters had, like, special abilities that could work together. Like if you were playing as a strength character with Wolverine, you could throw Wolverine at enemies. You know, things like that. That gets fun. Like again, don't know how well it holds up, if at all, but definitely played a lot of it as a kid. And I didn't play much of it on the Xbox 360 because I didn't see any reason to. I'd already played the hell out of it. Yeah, really thinking about the Xbox One release, they didn't have a ton of games being released when that console came out. So like I said, I got Dead Rising and Battlefield, and there were a couple others. I know I had one friend that got Battlefield and something else that wasn't Dead Rising, but I forget what it was. There just wasn't an absolute ton. Oh, but, you know, once I got Battlefield 4 really finished, we played the hell out of that. I have so many hours of Battlefield 4. We had a group of 5 friends, and, like, we were all together. All of us would be easily top 10 on the scoreboard, probably like top 7, just because if you had a group that was doing everything, so you had, you know, someone healing, someone, you know, playing tank or whatever they call it in that game, just doing all the different roles, you know, the counter vehicle roles, the revive roles, the just flat out offensive roles. Like, there was just nothing the game could throw at you or the other team could throw at you that you couldn't handle, basically. It's like, oh, they have a tank. Okay, well then we need to do this, and the tank is gone within a couple minutes. Like, oh, okay, our team is dying. Well, let me run out here and heal people, cover me, type thing. And it didn't, like, break the game. It's just, like, the way the game worked really well. You know, we didn't always win, but we were definitely doing the best in our team, because that was probably fairly rare on Xbox to have that many people working together. I imagine the player base was bigger on PC. Excuse me, where the hell am I? So, but we did well, and that we never really recaptured that. Like, we all grew up to a degree, and then by the time the next Battlefields were coming out, we weren't all buying them. We played Battlefield 1 together a decent amount, but that had a squad size was limited to 4. So there wasn't as, which was probably kind of a response to situations like what you ran into with what's the name of Battlefield 4. It's like a squad of 5 could coordinate just incredibly well, and the result is the other team may just be absolutely destroyed. Look at all these chests down here that I'm just ignoring. There's more over there. What am I doing? You know, I should possibly try to get different equipment. I don't know. I like this, but you know, ooh, is that my first backup mag? It is. Okay, that gives some significant offensive capability. That's been opened already. Let's get to the teleporter. See what the game throws at me. My guess is magma worms, but who knows? No, grandparent. Okay. Well, he enjoyed existing, I hope. Ow, 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 fuck you. Ooh, I can cock the skull. Alright, give me that split follow-up. It's always fun when, you know, you get to these later boss fights, or later, you know, teleporter events, and you kill, like, the 5 enemies, it's 5 boss enemies plus everything else that spawns at you, and it's like, did all that for, you know, did all that for a squid follow-up. Did all that for, you know, a pauldron. Like, ah, shit. Like, give me something a little better, please. Thank you. Yeah, and then by the time the Xbox One, like the Xbox One PS4 generation was not brutal on like me or my friend group. Like we all had those consoles, we all enjoyed those consoles. We did eventually, almost all of us, end up also with the other ones. So like we all bought Xbox Ones because we were all Xbox 360 people. And then we, you know, a lot of us though, like I bought a PS4, I had a couple other friends who bought PS4s, things like that. And also like in the background, like during that time, my brother and I also like bought a Wii U so we could play games on the Wii U, which was basically just Mario Kart and Mario Party, not much else. You know, we got to where we had more financial ability to like not be locked into one console. But then by the time that, you know, the Xbox, whatever it's called, Xbox Series X, I don't know, what's the new one called? Xbox One X. By the time the new consoles came out, and the PS5 as well, like, we were not that interested in them. Because it's like, okay, we're getting, like, we transitioned to PC. Like, we recognized that playing on PC was just better for where we were at. It's like, you know, there's nothing that's on console that we just like have to have, and if we do eventually want a console, we'll wait to buy a console until it's one, easier to get, but also two, there's actually like games to play on it, you know. It's like wait till closer to the end of the life cycle, then buy it up and buy up the games that were, you know, well done over the course of its life cycle. That's kind of what we did on the GameCube, although we didn't buy much again because we couldn't really afford many games. It's like we bought a GameCube right around the time the Wii released. The Wii was already out, I'm pretty sure, when we bought our GameCube. And then we just like retroactively acquired, and my parents bought themselves a Wii later. But yeah, so no, I have no real desire to have a PS5 or an Xbox Series, especially an Xbox, because every Xbox exclusive will also be on PC. So there's just no reason to buy an Xbox. And I like Microsoft. I have nothing against them, and they know what they're doing. Like, they recognize the limitations of keeping their game development on a console. Cough, Sony, cough. Cough, Nintendo, cough to a degree, although it's just Nintendo's thing, kind of do whatever they want to get away with it to a large degree. But you know, making your games more available to everyone is just a better business model for various reasons. Because how much are you really making off of you know, how much are you making of your player base, you know, buying one Xbox over the course of like a 6-year period for most people? you know. Alright, this is where we are getting a significant amount of lens maker's glasses, 3. This is where my my item is starting to become, my equipment's a little bit questionable. Ooh, I probably should have killed those guys first. Beetle Queen, alright, well. Nope, fuck that up. Oh yeah, give me that barbed wire, so when I do take a hit, I'll do some damage back. I am just a scary vortex of death right now. Oh hey! Sorry, Half, I've not been watching chat, I've been paying attention. If you reward Sony with a charitable business, perhaps you tell the people you... Oh yeah, I get 20% cut. That is true. The whole cut, I didn't think about that. But at the same time, like I said, I respect Microsoft for everything. How are you doing, by the way? I didn't realize you were here. Ooh. I respect Microsoft for making things available everywhere. But, like I said, I don't have, like, I don't know, I don't have any desire to buy another console. Last console I bought was a Switch. I barely use it, just because it's, like, in the other room. Yeah, I wish, I respect it Microsoft for it too. I wish fewer things were tied to consoles, because it is, what is that orb over there? That's weird. It's still hovering there. Oh, it's a glitch. It is just, like, annoying where it's, like, Sony announces a title, and it's like, by the way, buy our console to play it, which I get, but it's like, what else do you have for me to play on here? You know, a game that maybe possibly runs worse on your console that I can get elsewhere? No, I don't want to do that. Or what other exclusives do you have? But there's just not many exclusives. I did buy a PS4 for literally No Man's Sky, which was a timed exclusive, and Bloodborne, which is still an exclusive. And at the time, I don't think we knew No Man's Sky was going to be PS4 timed exclusive. I think we just knew it was PS4 exclusive. So, yeah. Sweet powered PC games. But yeah, because that's definitely, like, because that's the whole thing. Like, Nintendo does Nintendo's thing, but I've never heard Nintendo say, Breath of the Wild, now running at, you know, 60 FPS, 4K or something. Like, that's very much a Sony and Microsoft thing, where you just hype up the power of your console and, like, how crisp and cool the games are going to look. Whereas Nintendo's just like, hey, it's our franchises that you guys love. For some reason, you guys keep buying WarioWare. Here's another WarioWare game. You know. Yeah, weak power PC game. I mean, that's how it feels. Like, PS4 exclusives, especially with Sony, like, Sony seems to believe their players are incapable of leaving PlayStation architecture, and they never will, so they just try to make the PlayStation as much of a, not a PC, but also a PC as possible. Also, you can't play with anyone if you're on PlayStation. You're only allowed to play with other PlayStation people. So, you know, Sony, ladies and gentlemen. You like WarioWare? I don't. And, like, I get it. It's a bunch of little fun, like, micro games. I do like that they're called micro games, not mini games, because they are so small. But it's just like, I don't know. I kind of want to play something with a little bit more draw to it. Well, because the whole Sony thing, that Rocket League was, you know, trying to make it where everyone could play together on Rocket League. And they came out and said, yeah, Sony is saying no. And then there's another one that was actually cross-platform, and then Sony took it down. Like, they said, no, actually, we don't want this anymore. Like, the Sony revoked their consent or whatever. Fall Guys. Our Fall Guys, okay, that's good. I mean, like, it makes sense for, like, both of those. It makes sense for all of them, but It's so weird how Sony is just sometimes like, actually no, we don't want anyone to play together. Also, we're going to entertain the thought of closing our web store from our old stuff, which I kind of get to. Servers cost money, but you need to at least make sure that the like updates and games that are locked to it are available some other way. Like, you know, close the store if you want, but don't lock out stuff just because you're not going to maintain the servers anymore, please. You can. Why did I not just go do the teleporter? Nope. Where is that Titan? He's right over there, isn't he? Okay, let's kill him. Let's kill him! I still have yet to ever play Fall Guys. Hap, should I stream the campaign of Call of Duty Cold War for literally no reason, just other than the fact I own the game? I've never touched it, never even launched it. Where's the other ones? Up there? That's not what I wanted. Everything's dead. Everything's dying. Everything's dead. Everything's dying. Like a fiery ball of death at this point. Or icy ball of death, technically, the item that I have. Everything dies where I can literally reach it. Come on, teleporter. I always love the whole thing of controller players having an advantage on like Halo and stuff like that. Then people use that, like argue like console players have an advantage, but you can just use a controller on Steam. It's like, yes, the aim assist is real, yes, it helps you play, but who cares? You can be pretty much just as good on mouse and keyboard. Pretty much just as good. Alright, this is actually the exact stage 8 I was on yesterday when I fucked up. Which is the reason I've not completed this character yet. So, we can only hope. We can only hope. Kinda hoping my tougher times would catch that, but it didn't. It's fine. This is fine. What? 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 Oh, one of those guys. Oh, that sucks. I was gonna do it. I didn't even know he was there, and I just died. This is such a debate. I didn't even see him. And he tapped me on the head and I died. That's so unfortunate. F you, dude. Rip. I think it's just how long that takes to, like, to get Get all the way there, all the effort you put in, and you're just dead. Just dead. Just like that. Welcome to roguelikes. I just didn't even see him. That was the most annoying part. Just like suddenly I didn't realize I was in danger. I'm like, I'm fine. I'm just not even, I didn't process for it. I'm just doing my thing, and then suddenly one random hit just ended me. I guess I was on low health because I hit that shrine. Because that normally knocks you down by about half when you're hit, depending on what your health is actually when you get up there. So, yeah, just comboed together and took me out. That sucks. Man, I was doing really well. I had good items. Like, I could have cleared that stage. I could have cleared the boss fight and everything. I've got to get in a better habit of when I get to that point of not exploring the level so much, just running to the boss, getting the boss over with, because exploring levels is dangerous. And, like, it's fine now, and I have literally nothing. I'm not going to beat a boss in the condition I'm in now, but I gotta get in a better habit. That's how I used to do it back when I obliterated with like Huntress and some of the other people I obliterated with earlier. Oh, are the landscapers here? Ow. Fuck you. Alright, let's find some items. Like whatever's in this chest. That band's pretty good. I would gladly take that. Another loot point. What's the... Nope, not down there. Alright, more items please. Items. That door's not open, so really anything that I can get is going to be down here. That's a bit unfortunate. Another shield. A healing drone. That is. Imagine spawning into the world and just immediately being beat up by some random guy you've never met. I missed. No, I got one of them. Oh, items there. I'm trying to have a chance over there. Game, shrines of chance are not substitutes for items. Item cases, for that matter. They are technically items, but come on. Alright, let's see if we can clear the teleporter. Feels doubt, man. That's closed. Yeah, that's closed off of there. Man, this is a really small spawn. I mean, that's good for speed, but bad when you actually need, like, something. I need to proc him. There we go. Ah, fine. I could technically time my my little flurry out to like this. to make myself invincible during that burst. Oh, I should transform that. Oops. Because I have the recycler. What? That thing is still alive? Ow. What the hell? I don't care to be in the minority that dies after you beat the boss. Oh, low enough health, I guess. Goodbye. Can't wait for Metroid Prime 4 to come out and be on the Switch 2. Although I really do kind of wonder what direction that development's taking. It's one of those development hell games at this point. But not nearly as bad as some other games. Cyberpunk did eventually come out. I love the circle jerk on the internet that the only game that's ever like burns you on pre-orders is Cyberpunk. And it's like, no, a lot of games have been shit because you pre-ordered it. I mean, not because you pre-ordered it, but like they were not good on release, but you pre-ordered it. We don't pre-order video games. People are like, yeah, Cyberpunk ruined pre-order. And it's like, no, did not. Also, Cyberpunk running on an Xbox One or a PS4 Omega. Good luck with that. I need to go back and play through Witcher 3 again at some point, or just play through the entire Witcher series. I played Witcher 2 and 3, but it's been a long time since I played 2, and I'd like to go back to 2 now with, like, better game knowledge. I could never beat 2 on the hardest difficulty. It was incredibly difficult to do, and it was like, I only had that and, like, one other achievement left to do on that game. I think the other achievement I had was, like, the leveling one. For hitting, like, level 35 in the game, which meant you basically had to do, like, every quest. So who knows how well that would have actually gone, especially on the hardest difficult characters. I remember I beat the game one time, I was like level 33 or something, and it's like, well, there just wasn't quite enough XP to push me over. And then Witcher 3 I played. I'd like to go back and spend some more time with Witcher 3. I really enjoyed it. It's just such a time sink game. Chaining it all together. Oh, get over here. Alright, we should think about leaving this place. We've spent a bit of time here. Let's grab some items and then get going. Hit that teleporter before we hit hard difficulty for sure. What? Oh, well, that works, but that's not what I meant to buy. Better than the shield, though. I was gonna have to accidentally buy either one of those or definitely take this one. Glad to take that. I could have transformed that, but what is happening? Just getting like stuck. Alright. Is there anything else over here? Ooh, we're not gonna hit the teleporter in time. Rip. Got hung up. Oops. Why'd I do that? Too slow. Oh yeah, I do need to go back and hit that Shrine of Chance a few times. Feel Queen, not bad. Didn't flick my wrist well enough. There we go. Ah, Beetle Gourd. I'll take that. Moderately useful in some situations. But I got it. We probably transform both of those, but it's fine. Also, really good luck. I am curious. I don't know. I wonder how much longer Nintendo cares to run the Switch. The Switch came out in 2017, right? 2017. So we're at what, year 4 right now? So that's not really that long. So I'm not sure if they've even got anything preliminary about where they're going next. Switch 2 or whatever you want to call it. It's gonna come out someday. Whatever weird peripherals they're going to try to shove down our throats next. In order to enjoy, you know, Metroid and Zelda and all your favorite franchises for the next, 4 years, be prepared for everything to be motion controls again. The Wii is such a weird spot. And everyone loved it at the time, felt like. But it's such a funny thing. Looking back, I definitely do not care for motion controls. I take this, because we can just spin to win lots of the time. Continuing to spin to win, although that healing right in there was not as bad. We need more offensive capability. We're having to swipe way too much to just kill basic enemies. That's Titanic Knurl. I will feed both of my boss items for that. Make me tankier and have me better health regen. I guess you could actually farm boss items here. Because I can just feed in... I can just, feed in a Titanic Knurl, recycle it. If I don't like it, I'll just feed it in again. I hit Q, damn it. I picked it up. Alright, this is I could farm a boss item. Also, that Beetle Guard come back. I guess he's gonna die and not come back. So that's how this is gonna work. Just spinning. Alright. Buy some items and get out of here. little healing I can round up. Oh, my dog thinks there's something to go investigate in the world. She's wrong, though. There's nothing outside. I can see it from here. Nice. What? That was a misclick. Where's the teleporter at, actually? Buy a syringe here. Faster. That. Teleporter? Oh, it's over there. But yeah, I'm curious what Nintendo has planned for the future. I'm curious if Prime 4 will see the light of day on the Switch. I'm curious if Prime 4 will ever see the light of day. I'm curious why Nintendo is trying to sell Dread as the last game in the story, or the story arc that's been going. I wonder what that means for the future of the franchise in general. Samus in Fortnite soon, guys. I'm also curious why I care so much, since it's not a franchise that I have a huge stake in. This is bad. I'm not dead or anything yet, but not going particularly well. Beelgard's dead, yet he doesn't come back. R.I.P. Beelgard. Giving some damage to him. Just gotta stay moving. Kill when we can. Hit them anymore and more often. %. Damn it. Let me kill it. Let me hit him. Jeez. Ah! Gravity. Like riding up his back and slashing. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Did not realize he died. I will gladly take that ban. Get me out of here. Jeez. That fight sucked. And that's what happens, kids, when you don't have enough damage. You need to get some damage items. Yeah, I wasn't able ever to proc on him that whole time. Which was a big part of the problem. let's go check and see how much the legendary chest is. I think we need to gamble on its good graces for our long-term chances. It's like I'm fine, you know, asterisk, fine. But I'm not killing things nearly as fast as I need to be, and that results in me having opportunities to take hits. Okay, 3,600, alright. We can easily get there. Which results in me taking more hits, because just probability, and yeah, that's how that works. Can't run from me. Hey, Marion. I hate you guys. Mainly because you scare me. Man, that hurt. As much as I'm hurting you, though. But you know, I wonder how this game runs on the Switch, speaking of the Switch, because it is definitely on the Switch, and I cannot imagine it running very well. Everything is probably turned way down. So like right now, I mean, it's running fine right now on my computer. It always runs fine on my computer, but man, the frame drops do happen once you really get going. Really do happen. Teleports? Excuse me, where did my teleports go? All clustered for that. That was nice. Oh, hello. I don't have any guillotines. I haven't had any guillotines now in a while. Man, I keep trying to do that attack. I keep hitting things that aren't this Rasp Contraption. That's not good. Back off for a second. Where's my healing drone? Man, I cannot hit him. Shit. Get me out. Get me out. Okay, I'm out. Rasp Contraption's still alive. Where'd he go? There we go. Still alive. Oh, don't have enough money yet, though. Thought that was what I needed. Yep, definitely able to afford it now. Interesting. I could have re-rolled this. Probably actually would have been a good idea, because I do need damage. But it's not a bad item, and healing is appreciated. I'm not really counting this being my only legendary. I just need things that chain damage across multiple enemies. buy some other items. An emergency drone? No, flip a drone. Ukulele. Mr. Lemurian. Did not appreciate you falling around. I thought you were dead. To be real honest. Will-o-the-wisp. That's what we like to see. Ba-ba-bum. This is more of the damage I'm in line with, more a fan of. Also just flat out, he should not have stood still there. I got a medkit, so now I will heal because I stood still there. Didn't really hit anyone. Take barbed wire. Alright, let's get out of here. We'll make a small loop. Grab whatever else is over here, but we should get out of here. Gasoline is appreciated. On the flip side of things, we do have 3 soldier syringes. So that, I mean, that counts for something. Coming for you. Coming for you. Can't escape me. Can't escape me. Alright. Let's see what we got. Getting it thrown at us. Multiple? Yeah, multiple. Health went. Look at all those desk plants, though. Woo! Where'd all those desk plants go? Oh boy. There we go. That's what I like to see. Like that. Could always be something worse. Just keep rocking it. That got scary for a second, but it worked out. Everything we were too outside of our range with. Just gotta be careful not to fall far enough down when I'm in that fight, otherwise I will start taking damages from their punches and I will be dead very, very quickly. Let's get out of here. Shrine of Chance, but let's get out of here. Could definitely use some more items, but let's get out of here. We'll worry about items on the next level. We're about to hit the hardest difficulty max out anyway, so really, yeah, Shrine of Chance probably would have been a better idea there, but it's fine. I know the teleporter aligns with the moon. It's fine. Alright. Yeah, this game is on Switch, which kind of blows my mind. Just knowing how powerful the Switch is, and the issues this game has just running on PC at times. Oh, shit. I was afraid of that. There's two of you, too. Ah, shit. That was totally my fault. Oh! No. My dogs are thinking that. That was also, though... Damn, that run. Was not able to ever really get a good items going. Like, I had decent items, I just could not get the damage. Like, hey, New Mew, how you doing? Yeah, it's been, New Mew, I got to Stage 8 yesterday as this character, and then beat Stage 8 yesterday as this character to obliterate, which is what I'm trying to do, which is like another way of quote-unquote beating the game. But I hit the wrong teleporter, so I didn't obliterate, and I died. So yeah. So now I'm trying to do it again. And I got to Stage 8 today, and I died because I cut my health to get money, and then an enemy that could do half my health hit me. And I didn't even realize the enemy was there until they hit me, so I just died. Like instantaneously on Stage 8, which is very unfortunate because nothing else could have killed me basically. I was too unstoppable, but that enemy is just like an insane damage thing. So yeah, it's just all luck. Like you can't complain about luck in this game. It's all luck. You know. Yesterday was totally my fault though, and I hit the wrong teleport. That is 100% me being sloppy. What? Why'd you go over there? Whatever. But, how you doing, by the way? Yeah, just like how every roguelike. I'm about to die right here because I'm being greedy. Alright. Shrine is not down there. Need healing. But yeah, that last run, Gungeon. I need to play Gungeon. There's no reason for me not to have played Gungeon as much as I enjoy this game. Exhausted from work. Yeah, well, I assume you're done with work now, so that's something. Ow. It's something. Yeah, you can just go home, chill, listen to people gripe about how terrible E3 was. You know, normal things. Bob Wire. What do you think of the Kendrick Lamar song? Oh, what the hell launched me there? Interesting. Ah, okay. Fine. Got some unexpected bonus time off. I have Friday off this week. Our university is taking it as a like, I don't know, like a rest day, reflectance day, something. I'm not sure what they're actually reflecting on though, to be totally honest. I really should know. But anyway, I have the day off and I'm being paid for it, so that will be nice. Nothing down here? Interesting. What a waste of time and space. Well, there is sometimes the shrine down here, but that doesn't seem to be happening right now. Oh well. Let's go find the teleporter, I guess. Or some more items, maybe. Oh yeah, it all working together, so yeah, if one side's not pulling their weight or it's just behind, basically, then that affects how much work the other side has to do and win, I guess. So. Oh, they made it. Hey, at least it wasn't you making moves, though. That's, better than the alternative. And you get some time off for it too. I have a job interview tomorrow at 9 a.m. That's before I normally wake up in the morning. It's a phone interview though, so it's not even a Zoom interview, just a phone interview, so I don't have to get dressed. So I'm excited. Quote unquote excited. Not excited about getting up early. I also don't like job interviews. I don't feel like I ever interview very well. I need to improve those skills. Yeah, but I don't even have to dress in my stuff. They won't see me tomorrow. I'm invisible. They have, no, you know, I'm just a voice. They have no idea what I would look like. But yeah, I do a lot of dressed from the waist up. Wear sweatpants while I'm in a Zoom call or something. Even if it's not an interview, like I'm just put on a nicer shirt than whatever I'm just wearing around the house. And, okay, guys, ignore my sweatpants. And I turn off my video if I ever have to get up from my computer. Oh, that's not good. Okay, that actually didn't punish it at all. That's good. See, I'm not the greatest. I'm curious how this phone interview is gonna go, because I'm honestly kind of surprised they even bothered to give me an interview, because the job is for an administrative assistant at a charter school, which I'm qualified for, but it's like kind of outside my line of work. But I'm very qualified for. So I'm kind of surprised they gave me an interview and didn't go for someone who has more direct experience than I do. Yeah, I would gladly take the job, because it's something I can do everything the job description says I require. It'd be a Monday through Friday 8 to 5 job or whatever. It might be actually 8 to 4. I would actually like the job. It's not something I'm just interviewing as oh, I need a paycheck. I'd actually like to have it. The drive would kind of suck. It'd be like a 50-minute commute one way. But where I live at, that's kind of what's going to happen. Don't sell yourself short. That's true. But yeah. I should actually look and see if I gave them my resume or my CV for this job. Because that kind of will affect how I sell myself as well. Yeah, I am the best person they know yet. Yeah, I know. I know all those rules and tips. Just applying them as a challenge. Like telling my dogs that they're overreacting over literally nothing right now. They probably saw a person walking down the street and now they think they need to go outside for some reason. I'm ignoring them. Yeah, no, everything's totally explained, but it's I have a resume and I have a CV, and they both sell me slightly differently. The resume sells me as someone who's been in management positions in almost every job I've been at, which is true. Whereas the CV sells me more as an academic. So they're basically for different things. I don't remember, because I think this job asked for either a resume or CV, and I'm not sure which one I gave them, because I have a current one of both. Depending on the job, it depends on what I choose to offer, So, but yeah, everything's easily explainable. There's stuff on the not on the resume that's also easily explainable, but my work history isn't all relevant. But yeah, you're engineering. I'm humanities, so. Some places ask for a CV. Hey, Friday, you still awake? Totally still awake, Friday was my best viewer yesterday. He was here almost the entire time. Yeah, my dog calmed down now. They realize the human is not getting up. The human is definitely not letting them outside. I took another nap after work. Hey. Sleep is important. If I start working a normal job that I have to get up in the morning, I'm probably going to be one of those people that comes up from work and immediately naps and then goes about my day. What the fuck? Scary. Killed everything, but jeez. My thing, naps kind of like upset my stomach. It's kind of weird. Like I'll wake up from the nap and kind of feel a little sick sometimes. So I don't normally take naps. Kind of for that reason. I just don't like feeling moderate or like minorly ill. Speaking of which, I wonder how Flyrin's doing. But you know. I should buy that equipment. Naps are bad. Yeah, apparently, the best way to do a nap is literally 30 minutes. Otherwise, like it's the maximum time to like energy boost. That's what I've heard. Yeah, become like 4 hours. Yeah, that's always a risk for me too. Fortunately, my spouse will kick me awake if need be. I can always be like, hey, wake me up by this time. You know. All right, what do we got over here? Ooh, gasoline. We need to kill these guys and then get out of here and buy this. Ooh, armor plating, nice. Alright, let's go to the teleporter. Riding in his naps. Sometimes, not bad. Do that, I'm actually faster than that beam if he's even bothering to target me. He's probably targeting the drones right now. What? It's outside the range. Yeah, get up at 10 p.m., stay up till 4 a.m. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to have a traditional sleep schedule, you know. That's not required. That fight went really well. The item is not great, but I'll take it. I may need to go check on my dogs real quick. They seem rather antsy again. They might actually need to go outside. Or they might just be like, no, I want to go outside and see if there's rabbits this time. Let me outside, human. No, you can't leave us outside because it's a billion degrees out, so you have to stand there and watch us the whole time. Damn summer. Excited for fall. It'll be cool enough I can just toss the dogs outside all day, not have to worry about them. Yeah, who needs regular sleep schedules anyhow? Come on, teleport. That's an item. That's not an item. That's not an item. There we go. Alright. Let's go do the bonus event. I need to watch my time. I'm going to the gym about around 5-ish with my spouse, so if this run goes long, this may be the last run I do, because you know, don't want to be in the middle of a good run and then have to cut stream and leave. Why can't I feed for that? Do I have to have 5 green items, I wonder, to feed for that? Probably. Dio's best friend would be nice. It'd bring me back from the dead when I fuck up once. What my spouse and I are doing for dinner tonight? My dogs are so convinced there's a reason to go outside. Now one of them barked and they're like running down the hallway like, there's a reason. There's nothing out there. I can see the entire front yard. You're just losing your mind. Yeah, there's literally nothing out there. I love my dogs do the thing where they get themselves riled up, like, oh man, there's something out there. We gotta go outside, we gotta go outside. And then they'll get up on the bed and look out the window and there's nothing there. And you can kind of clearly see the disappointment in their eyes. Like, wait a minute, there's nothing there. It's kind of hilarious. Like, yeah, you guys are just dumb sometimes. Oh. Meanwhile, my cats just literally watch them do all this. They're like, why are you doing it? Though there was one time, it was at night, and I had the window open, so it's just a screen on the window, and something triggered both my dog and my cat. The puppy perked up and started staring out the window with her ears up, and the cat perked up and walked over to, like, crept over to the window and was staring out, like, really low. So yeah, I don't know what that was. I didn't hear anything, I didn't see anything, but I'm like, interesting. There's something out there that alerted both the animals. Oh. Ooh, that's good. Alright, where are we going next? Over there? Cool. I don't have really, like, healing, but I have a resistance plate that'll negate almost all the damage I'll take. And I have teleport, so I can move faster, and I have shields, which will eat most of the damage initially and then recharge faster, so all's good. Ow! Stop hitting me. Oh, Linsmaker's got, ugh, that could be nasty with them. Oh, cool. But yeah, that's the only time I've been like, well, maybe there is something out there worth investigating. But most of the time, when the dogs are alert, there's literally nothing. It's just they saw a bunny or a squirrel run across the yard and they want to go. Or they remember that last time they were outside the yard, clearly rabbits had run through it recently, so they smelled that. So now they want to go investigate and see if the rabbits are there now. So they'll smell them and they'll be like, we need to go out, we need to go out. We need to investigate the rabbits. And they don't get to go out and investigate the rabbits, because I don't want to deal with them. Oh. Come on, get back in there. We got. Ooh, that's also good. Where is it? Oh, it's right over there. I was scanning the horizon, not seeing anything. They were scanning the horizon. Easy. Save the drones for now if we can. They'll get a new item after this one, I believe, so I may want to use it to eliminate immediately on the next one. Keep myself from just instinctively hitting the button. Yeah, shoot, missed. And that's outside. That's fine. We won't be here for too much longer. We don't really need that. Numi, if you're still here, are you excited for Metroid Dread, which is all anyone seems to be talking about right now? New Metroid. Oh, it's over here, not over there. Okay. Oh, now they're faster. Ugh. Sorta. Just sorta. I mean, I'm not really excited for it, but I don't really play Metroid games. You've seen me play SM. You know how that goes. Though maybe Metroid Dread will be a good baby's first Metroid. That would possibly incentivize me to play it. Just be like, oh good, it's made for people like me who aren't really good. Do you have one of the Switch Lites as opposed to a regular Switch or whatever? The Omega Cannon. Okay. I considered getting one of those. We have a regular Switch, but I was thinking about my spouse and I both kind of wanted to play Animal Crossing, so we probably want to get a second Switch because you can only have one Animal Crossing village per Switch for whatever dumb reason. Nintendo, whoever develops Animal Crossing. So I debated getting a Switch Lite as a second Switch, but we never did. We never did any of that. Oh wow, that went really fast. It's because I wasn't dashing in and out. Okay, that's up there. Our Switch is still in short supply. I remember when the pandemic started, Switches were like kind of hard to get. Like a lot of the Discords I joined to try to get a 3080 also had a Switch channel. Ah, fuck you. And barbed wire. Man, I'm on half health right now. That's not exactly ideal. Yeah, my barbed wire's fucking him up. Go, my drones. Go. Kill everything. Kill it efficiently. They're pretty... Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I didn't realize they were in necessarily short supply until I noticed that. I was like, why do all these Discords have Switch channels? I was like, oh. Stock is problematic. They should put a... I don't know. I always thought the concept of a Switch Lite's kind of funny. Yeah, that's true. Lockdown. Yeah, Lockdown Animal Crossing was well timed, wasn't it? Because that came out like in April or March or whatever. Let's sit here for a second. Regain health. Nah, I'm not looking. I'm not on the market for any of that right now. We've moved on to other stuff. We both have gaming computers now. Neither of us are just hankering to play Animal Crossing. Sell it, Numu. Sell it to afford something. Or give it to someone who really needs it. I don't need it. Laughs and contentedness to emulate GameCube games. Yeah, good luck getting the proc effects on me, losers. Proc. Yeah, I don't need it. Thank you for the offer, though, but I really don't need it. I have a Switch, and honestly, my spouse and I haven't touched it in a long time. It was just for the time being, Animal Crossing seemed like a really good idea. Go! Go, my little drones, go! Kill everything. Hey, Generaldo, how are you doing? I finished Twilight Princess last night, by the way. Not like this. Oh, shoot, really not like this. What? Please die. Ah! Not like this. So this is my post. I beat a game, now I'm gonna play something I don't have to think about. Game. Although I go back to Risk of Rain 2 fairly often. And I play Risk of Rain 2 a lot off stream. I have many hours in this game. Alright, where are we going next? Up there. Okay, we're gonna charge some health real quick and then book it. Oh wait, are we going down? Am I an idiot? I am. No, that was the fastest way. Play Darkest Dungeon. I have Darkest Dungeon. I have it on GOG. I need to get all the DLC, because I don't have some of the DLC for it, but I have Darkest Dungeon. I don't want to stream it, though, because I know how high pressure that game is. So... yeah, no you don't. Yeah, I do. I need the DLC, Numu. Why do I not need the DLC, actually? I kind of recall you saying you don't want the DLC. Yeah, Prophet, just go to replay. Oh, I just saw your comment about Prophet placing the 1080. Dude, 1080 is still a good card. Once you get a new card, you can sell that 1080 for a decent price too. the other thing. 1080s are still valuable. Wonka Steer. Run. No, no, no. Run, run, run. Ah, damn it. Yeah, 1080s are still, like, in demand. Of course, that will probably end whenever the card shortage ends, but 1080s are still definitely in demand right now. I mean, they're still good cards. Like, a 1080 outclasses most of the 20 series. So, I think the only things that beat a 1080, like, outright are maybe a 2070 Super, but then 2080, 2080 Super, 2080 Ti obviously all beat it. So, I mean, you have people who were, like, had, like, a 2060 who are looking to, thought they were going to upgrade, who might consider going back a generation to a 1080, but also just people looking for a card in general who would gladly take a 1080. Yeah, no, you can still definitely sell it. Like, there's still a market for them. Because the graphics card market sucks right now, and it's not getting better. And NVIDIA keeps releasing, for NVIDIA side, they keep releasing new variations of the cards. And on AMD's side, it's just AMD. Yeah, oh yeah, you probably need to reassemble it for easy consumption by whoever you're selling it to, but you know. My 3080's just chugging along, rendering this game. Oh good. 2 good items right off the bat. I have a acquaintance I know who he makes a lot of money for his job. I kind of think him and Half are actually the same person because they both live around the same part of the country and they both do the same thing for work. And they both have like, come off as like very similar people. But except he was never in the military. But he had 2 2080 Ti's in his old machine, and then when the 30 series came out, he immediately got 2 3090s. And put them in his machine. So he was selling the 2080 Ti's for I think $750, which is a lot, but you know, it's the best deal you're gonna get. So I could have definitely bought one of those as opposed to getting a 3080, because the 2080 Ti would fulfill what I need it to do for sure. Yeah. Who made the 1080? Is it a like Gigabyte, Asus, you know, FE? Who made it? Ooh, oh boy, I can now heal 1 hit or an HP per hit. EVGA makes good shit. They were my first choice for getting a 3080, but you don't get to choose in the current marketplace, so I ended up with MSI, which I like MSI fine. They're kind of a shitty company, but their products are pretty okay most of the time. I've had 0 issues with this card. Now, if I ever have to RMA it for anything, we'll see how that goes. And I'm still on the EVGA queue list for 3080s. If and when I ever hear from them, what we'll probably do is buy that card from them. Bad graphics card, bad motherboard. I had any actually bad experiences with them. I had an MSI motherboard, and it's down on my spouse's computer. It's a good motherboard, even though it's like kind of just a mid-tier motherboard. But I've never had a bad graphics card from them. I'm not like Daniel though. I don't see the words MSI and just immediately decide that it's the greatest thing ever made. I don't know what his love obsession with that company is. But for me, they're like a solid, like, my first 2 choices for hardware will always be like EVGA and Asus for things like motherboards, graphics cards, things like that. I like Asus products a lot. I like EVGA products a lot. I think both of them have pretty decent customer service. Everything turned purple. But yeah. But MSI is like a solid 3rd choice for stuff like that. And then I have my Seasonic power supply because Seasonic kind of is just the best at that and makes power supplies I trust. I need to put a new power supply on my spouse's computer. Hers is like some just 80 plus, who knows what brand. I don't necessarily trust it. Ugh. Pin, yeah. Dude, just unbin the pin yourself, dude. It's not that hard. You can do it. That sucks though. What was it? I was gonna say something. Yeah, I put my MSI motherboard on my spouse's computer because it was the one that was in the pre-built computer that whoever installed the damn thing installed it wrong, and I literally had to like take a power drill to get it out and drill a hole through the motherboard at the end. So I RMA'd it with iBuyPower, and they sent me a brand new one, box and all. Like, here you go, no questions asked, goodbye. So by that time, I'd already bought another motherboard for my computer, so I just replaced the 450 board that came in her computer. Wandering Vagrant. Game wants me to lose. Stacks I can go, and I'm like, okay, we need to. Boy, oh, he died. He just died from his bleed. Nice. Once again, you're giving me this item. I don't even have equipment. Don't even have equipment. Yeah. So we bought my spouse a pre-built during this current PC climate because that was the whole thing. Like, we wanted, I could pretty much get everything for her card, or had some components already, or for her computer, but we just couldn't get a graphics card, or like a decent one. It's like you can get like 1030s, which I don't know what those can even do. So we ended up buying a pre-built that came with a 2060. And it was a good price for it. Like, I priced it all out, and it would have been about it was a little bit more expensive than if I would have bought it all myself. That was assuming you get MSRP for a 2060, which you definitely can't right now. So, you know, if we would have had a slightly larger budget, we could have bought one with a 3060, so you could have had a newer card that's more powerful, but that was a little beyond our price range. So, but there's definitely pre-builts you can get. It's just, you know, save your old components to replace the shoddy parts the pre-builts give you, because a lot of pre-builts are like, here you go, 8 gigs of RAM, 1 stick. It's like, why? I know why, but why? Existence is pain. Here you go, it's a Toshiba, you know, 2 terabyte HDD, 5400 RPM. It's just like, why? You know, but like that was the thing with her computer, is all the like, the graphics card was EVGA, the SSD was the SSD and HDD were WD, so it's like good brands that make memory. The RAM was Crucial Ballistics, and it actually came with 2 sticks, so you could run in dual channel. So like it had actually like on-brand stuff, which was nice, and that's increasingly hard to find in a lot of pre-builts, as it's just all like, you know, it's like it'll advertise the graphics card, but then everything else, especially things like the power supply that really matter, are very questionable. Or just low quality. My stomach's growling. I'm hungry, I guess. I'll send you a link to the one I have. I just paid, mine was like $130, and it's a 850 watt gold Seasonic, fully modular. It's great. I trust it is the main thing. I'm not worried about it failing. And Seasonics come with a 10-year warranty, so you just use it until it dies, and then you replace it. Oh, you saved. I misread your comment. Save the power supply. Yeah, power supply. I mean, the new GPUs want way more power than stuff. There's the hilarious old LTT video where they're like, "Buying big power supplies is dumb," and then it's like, actually now, thanks, power hungry cards. Because my 3080 recommends a 850 watt. It doesn't actually need that much, but you know, it does recommend it. It also has 3 6-pin connectors. It's huge. Kind of insane for a 3080. Half would, if we would know if Half was here, he'd come in here and be like, well, a 3090. But he's not, so he's really not in here. Yeah, let's buy that band. Yes. Ooh. Onwards. But, you know. Yeah, replacing stuff is just... Yeah, saving the power supply for your computer is probably a great idea, because I've yet to see a pre-built that advertises its power supply. In a sense other than, like... It's this much wattage, but it's not like, oh, this is like, you know, this is Seasonic, or this is, you know, EVGA making this. It's like, it's a power supply, and you're like, okay. Yeah. Very questionable. Just hit the teleport and get out of here. I was looking for items over here, but there's really nothing. Huh. I had bad luck with item spawns today. I've had just some levels where just nothing has spawned, and that's just really unfortunate. Oh yeah, see that should last you like forever. That's well beyond like anything. Yeah, I mean, still, like I said, they're rated for like, a lot of them are rated for like 10 years. And Corsair, I know some of Corsair's newer stuff is apparently not as high quality in terms of power supplies as their old stuff. But like back when you bought that, like they were well known for making good stuff, so it should be fine, I would think. How much did that cost you in 2016? Jeez. Dying. I'm not really a fan of that. Another Warhorn. This game just wants me to use this. So scuffed. Ugh. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Not get my health back. Jeez. 230 bucks. Yeah. Yeah, well, especially in 2016, you were just like, I don't want to ever buy a power supply ever again. And, you know, now you have that. But yeah, especially back then, I don't know what you were thinking either. I'm honestly kind of surprised they made them that big in 2016 for commercial use, the consumer side of things, because what did a card take back then? Like, you know, drew like 60 watts or something? How many graphics cards are you planning on running, Mew Mew? Yeah, mine was like $130. And I mean, it would be kind of nice to have like 1,000 watt as opposed to 850 watt. That'd give me a little bit more room for upgrading, especially considering like the next generation of graphics cards is definitely going to probably require something even bigger. But mine's going to last me as long as as long as it can for sure. So I'm not worried about it. It's $130. It's not that big of an investment. That was a bad idea. Ow. That's a really bad idea. One of those guys. I hate those guys. Look at you right here. These guys can't quite, their AI can't quite handle if you're right on top of them. They don't know quite what to do. And Cautious Slug will help me up. Oh, another one. Okay. Teleporter's over there. Let's go up there. See what we can find. $980, $1080. Oh, okay. I mean, still, like, that was... I don't think the 980 or 1080 were that power hungry. I don't know what you were thinking. But it's whatever. Like I said, you should be able to... it'll definitely run a 30 series card. Probably definitely run multiple 30 series cards. And if it doesn't, I don't know what will. My brother had a 960 until I gave him my old card. So now he can actually play modern games relatively well. Easy. Piercing rounds are good. Ooh, equipment. Let's see what we can get. Not terrible. Frenzy on this character should be interesting and definitely useful. Or armor piercing rounds. Use some more topaz brooches. Not really, but if you're gonna have one, you really need like 4 to make it significantly worthwhile. Because as your health scales, it doesn't, so the fall off is just kind of insane. It starts to not like produce anywhere near enough of a shield to really matter. Because the enemies are able to do just so much more damage. Plus you gotta be killing stuff the entire time. See how this goes for us. Overlord. Uh-oh. That's not a sound I want to hear. Oh. burning? Alive? That went well. Still just very, very low health. I can do this. Return to me health as I stand still and the enemies get closer. Alright, we're doing okay. This could be better for sure. Oh, jeez. There's a Titan around here somewhere. Doing okay, there he is. Coming for you. Run across the landscape anime style. Uh-oh, burn. Hate these guys. Hate him, hate him, hate him. Alright. Now there's Titan around here. Still cracks me up though. You look at like sites that sell pre-configured pre-builts, so like, or you self-configure, so you tell them what you want, and the only options for graphics cards they have that aren't 30 series, which have like a 6-week wait list, are like NVIDIA 1030s or something like that, and it's like, what is that card? Like, what does it do? How does it do it? Ooh, Will-O-Wisp is good. Our poor guy's dying to fireworks. I don't know where the Titan is. I see evidence of him, I don't see him. Oh, there he is. Okay, we need to go kill him and then we'll do the teleporter. This isn't good. This is bad. This is actually really bad. We're still alive though. That's what's important. We're gonna do the teleporter anyway and see what happens. Magma worm! Oh boy, this will be interesting. Oh, dead. RIP. That just couldn't get going. Alright. Fun, fun, fun. I think on that note, I'm going to end the stream. So let me see if anyone else is streaming that I want to raid. If not, I'll just cut stream and let the auto host go. Caffeine's streaming. So I'll raid Caffeine real quick. Thank you all for watching. It has been fun. And I will be back sometime. But see ya.